miles south of Donaldsonville near Mexico Beach. At 55 miles per hour. After 60 miles per hour with gusts. Source, radar until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for southeastern Alabama and the extended of the Panhandle of Florida. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for all counties, Florida, California, Liberty, Waco, and the following counties, Georgia. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee
Good morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing all right out there, my friends. We got ourselves some more severe weather coverage here on this live event that is occurring. Like I said, guys, we've been live streaming this yesterday, and we are continuing the coverage here this morning quite early. So hope everyone is doing all right. Let's go ahead and see who is here for this morning. We have Haley, we have Crystal, we have Bon, Self-Care, Alex and Ben, we have Gregory, we have Haley, I think I already said Haley, we have Hack, we have Alex, I'm literally going over the same people here. We have Caden, we have, let's see, Pythas, I think that's how you say that, Brandy. What's up, you guys? Hope you're doing all right here. Bon says morning, good morning. Self-Care says good morning, Self-Care. Gregory says, hi, Andrew. Here in northeastern Indiana, we are getting a lot of snow and school is closed. That is honestly not really an uncommon thing to see across the country this morning. Absolutely. But hope you're doing good there, Gregory. Let's see here. Haley, what's up, Haley? Hack says good morning, everyone. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Caden says good morning. Brandy says good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're doing all right here. Like I said, we're live here pretty early this morning because we have ourselves a bit of coverage regarding the severe weather kicking off here. We've had a few tornado warnings actually pop up here before the live stream went off. So with that being said, but right now at the moment, we just have a few severe thunderstorm warnings. But if you look closely, they do they do have tornado possible tags on them, as you can see right here, how it says tornado possible. So with that being said, that is what we are looking out for, is a tornado possibility here, so we'll see. Let's see here. Gregory says, Andrew, I'm going to send pictures on Twitter. All right, sounds good. Let's see here. Gene says, hi, everyone. What's up, Gene? Hope you're doing good. Hack says damage in Deer Park is quite bad. Yeah, unfortunately. I'm glad that we were able to actually be able to cover that. I'm glad that we were actually able to look at that there. That's for sure. Yeah, that was definitely very, very unfortunate, and hopefully that everyone is, hopefully everyone's all right here. I don't know if there's any reports of, any injuries or fatalities, which I hope not. But yeah, it was pretty bad here. If you don't know where that's at, guys, right here towards Deer Park, that's essentially just east of Houston, and we were tracking that there yesterday, unfortunately, which did not really turn out the best. It looks like we might have a little bit of rotation going on down here, southwest of Port St. Joe. That's occurring here. This is basically west of Apalachicola, south of how do you pronounce that area? Southeast of Lynn Haven. We'll just say that, essentially. Half-Baked says good morning, everyone. Gulfport is got spared last night. Well, what's up, Half-Baked? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing all right, my friend. Glad to have you here. Now, guys, we actually have ourselves a bit more of an interesting stream here for today. Not just radar data. We actually have some live cameras today, as well as power outage reports and stuff like that. So we were a lot more prepared for today's stream here than we were yesterday. obviously regarding things, which is good. We have more information to come through today. So I tell you what, so these storms right now is currently, like I said, the current storms right now are moving through, getting ready to move through Tallahassee here in the next few. So if we go ahead and switch on over here to the camera, or the live camera, site here that we use, you can see the long line here getting ready to cross into portions of Tallahassee. But I tell you what, we're going to actually pull up a live camera here. This is right off of, let's see if we can actually look at this actual view here. Look at that. Look how much that camera's shaking. I don't know how well supported that camera is, but it's definitely a little bit shaky, which is interesting there. I mean, I do know that those winds are definitely kicking up there pretty good as well. We're going to zoom more in towards the line here. We're going to see what this one's looking like here. This is off of, oh wow, that's interesting. This is right here towards like St. James Church, near Apalachicola River. Kind of right around in there. Let's see here. But yeah, you can see how it's really starting to come down here. Let's see here. Alex and Ben says, here at St. Louis, we were supposed to get 3 to 6 inches. Unfortunately, it was wet snow, so we only have 1.5 instead. I mean, typically that's how it goes. It's better to prepare for more than obviously, it's obviously better to prepare for more than, prepare under. Because like I said, obviously, with these with these events and stuff like that, I mean, snowfall is very difficult to predict. It is very, very difficult to predict here due to several reasons. Obviously the amount of moisture available, the temperature interactions, stuff like that. It really throws all of everything all over the place here. But anyways, it does look like there is a bit of rotation here. Once again, like southwest of Port St. Joe, southwest of Milltown, southwest of White City, south of Mexico Beach here. This is once again in Florida for the Panhandle. And like I said, the Panhandle of Florida is getting affected by this line here at the moment. And like I said, this line is getting ready to be moving in towards like Tallahassee here in the next little bit. Current conditions here towards Tallahassee. Let's see here. We have ourselves 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts apparently, which is crazy. So 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts here. Let's see. We also have the dew points in the 60s, in the mid 60s. That's actually pretty good. Mid 60s dew points there. That is plenty enough moisture supply in the atmosphere to fire off these storms here. And the thing is, guys, is that we are seeing a pretty large threat today as well. We take a look here over at the Storm Prediction Center, and you can actually see here, we have a pretty decent flight risk here today, covering a lot of the eastern country, stretching all the way down from like the Panhandle of Florida, all the way up into portions here of like, far northeastern portions of North Carolina. So overall, the severe weather threat for today is actually quite large. We actually do have a pretty decent threat here regarding the severe storms today. I'm going to zoom in as much as I possibly can. But you can see that right there. So, like, Panhandle of Florida, stretching all the way down. It looks like towards Tampa, actually, that marginal risk there. So as far down south as, like, Tampa, and as far up north as, like, Virginia Beach, that's kind of where this severe weather threat is located. Right there along that line, covering a lot of I-95, actually. Covering a lot of Interstate 95 here, which is obviously something we need to watch out, and something you need to consider if you're traveling on I-95 here this afternoon or today. Because, like I said, obviously, these storms have not been so nice, over the last the last day or so, or since yesterday. I mean, these storms have been actually quite aggressive here, and like I said, hopefully, these storms are not as bad today as what we did kind of see yesterday. Now we just have a new tornado warning just popped up, guys. So here we go. So we have ourselves our first tornado warning here now popping up here southwest of Albany, Georgia. We're going to go ahead and switch. We're going to go ahead. Dogs are going crazy. We're going to go ahead and switch on to possibly a closer radar view here. Once again, this is southwestern Georgia for areas like Bellevue towards Mimsville, Hawkinstown, Hopeful, and Newton, which we're watching out here for. So once again, guys, new tornado warning has just now popped up here. If we take a look here at the high resolution velocity, you can kind of see it. Yeah, a little bit of rotation here, just east of Colquitt, right in there. This is right here towards Highway 91, which is east of Interstate 27. But you can see there's a little bit of rotation going on there. Quite weak, perhaps. We got a little bit of green, obviously showing the inbound winds here, and we got the red showing the outbound winds. So there is a bit of rotation that's happening here, like I said, directly just east of Colquitt, which is basically northwest of Bellevue. So that is what we are looking at here as of right now, and stuff like that. Let's see here. Gregory says, Andrew, I sent you 2 photos. I sent you 2 photos on Twitter when you get a chance. All right, we'll take a look at that here. Alex Mid says, I can hear your cat meowing. Yeah, he's pretty. That's actually their cat. That's actually my brother's cat. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this here. So this is from Gregory here. We're going to switch over to the Twitter view with these landscape photos here. Anyways, though, you can see there's a bit of snow there. I wish I could really show a better view. Let's try this camera. There we go. That much a little bit better. You can see, though, look how wet the roads are. It does not look like it did stick to the roads, though. That's the thing. But anyways, yep, decent amount of snow. I mean, nothing too crazy, but it's something. It is something here. Let's see here. Hope you can see it snowing. These pictures, a little bit of snowfall here in Columbia City, Indiana right now. We're supposed to get 5 to 9 inches of snow. Whitley County, our consulted schools are closed. That's good. Obviously, it's good to see, activity off of that. It's good to see that they're closing the schools, because this is definitely not the conditions you want to be riding in. I mean, it's quite frankly, it is pretty dangerous to be driving in. That's for sure. But once again, everybody, like I said, there is a tornado warning in effect here, east of Colquitt. Like I said, right here towards 91, directly west of Bellevue. And east here of Colquitt, like I said, obviously south of Macedona, north of, Babcock here, just northeast of Boykin. So that's what we're seeing here. This is, obviously this is a warning for areas like Bellevue, eventually towards like Mimsville, Hawkinstown, Hopeville, and Newton. Those regions there, we got to be watching out for. And but like I said, there is a bit of rotation that is occurring out of this. It's quite weak per se. Like I said, it is quite weak per se, as you can see there. I mean, the outbound wind or the inbound winds are not so strong, but the outbound winds are stronger. But the thing is that we're just gonna watch this here, and like I said, there's a possibility that this could turn nasty here pretty soon. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Haley says, what kind of dog does my brother have? He has 2 dogs, German Shepherd, and another one is a German Shepherd Pit Bull mix. But anyways, a little bit off topic there, but we'll keep an eye on this here, though, guys. Like I said, the storms are getting ready to move into Tallahassee here within the next, probably within the next hour or so. So if you're in Tallahassee, you better keep an eye out for these, because, like I said, these storms are pretty nasty. Like I said, there is a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for areas of Apalachicola. Let's see, for areas like Larkin Fish Camp. It's a pretty weird area. Let's see here. Blonstown, Chatta, that's a difficult one to pronounce there. Quincy, right towards Gretna, Greensboro, Junper, Recovery, Faceville, Fowlestown. There's some really weird names over here. Bethany, Smith's Landing, Mount Pleasant. Is there 2 Mount Pleasants? Why is Mount Pleasant popping up here twice? Anyways, let's see here. I could get snow Friday night and Saturday, says Caden. Well, hopefully you do. It seems like you're excited about that, so hope you get lots and lots of snowfall. But you can see, here's something that's pretty interesting. You can see how the temperatures, really start to kind of drop off here. Getting into the upper 50s versus like ahead of the front into like the 70s. Which, I mean, you can see the winds here. I mean, pulling up north. Like I said, that's all your warm inflow. That's where all your warm air is, basically pulling in from. We have a lot of warm and very humid air that's driving its way into the country here. Like I said, right now, ahead of the cold front, then behind the cold front, we got the cooler air that's actually backing in from the back here. which is replacing all the warm air. The cold front is taking over the warm air and stuff like that. So, but that's that here. We'll take a look here back at velocity scan, y'all. Like I said, we are seeing a little bit of rotation happening here, which you can see right there just north of Bellevue. Which we take a look here at correlation coefficient. Let's see here. Nothing on correlation coefficient there. Got a warning coming through here of some form. Wonder what this is all about. Hasn't popped up on my end yet, so we'll see what this is talking about here. Oh, tornado warning. Hold up. Uh-oh. We got a new tornado warning apparently popping up here soon. 10 miles south of Bluffstown. Alright, well, we still have to wait until this pops up here on my end. Like I said, we also have this one here towards Bellevue in Hawkinstown, Newton. Yeah, Newton, you guys got to be in your shelters for this one. This one's, looks like it's wrapping up. There we go. Perfect. There you go. New tornado warning, like I said here, for portions of Hosford towards Gun Landing. Yeah, the rotation's right next to Gun Landing here right now, east of Marysville, which you can see right in there. That's kind of what we're looking at. But this is for areas like here of, you know, Mosquito Landing, areas here of like Woods, Connorsford, White Springs, Bristol, Lowry, and Hosford. Also Rock Bluff included with this one. So you heard it there, folks. We got ourselves a new tornado warning. Currently seeing 2 of them at the moment. Like I said, one here. This is literally directly west of Tallahassee here, in which we gotta be watching out for these here. Correlation coefficient does not show any debris as of yet. Same thing out of both of these. There's no debris signatures, which let's hope it stays that way. You know, obviously we do not want these things to go confirmed, but we'll keep an eye on it. Which I want to see if we can find a live camera over here. This is right next to, like I said, Mosquito Landing and Gun Landing here. Which, if we take a look here over at my camera here, let's see if we can actually look at this here. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't know if they have any. Oh, here we go. Weather alerts. That's good. That's what we need to look at there. In which it, let's see there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and switch over here, guys, to the live camera view here. Which, like I said, this is right here towards like Mosquito Landing, which is, like I said, directly west here of Tallahassee, here for the most part. Here we go, Bloutstown. That's kind of where that's at right here. Which does not look like we really have any. Yeah, it does not look like we really have any cameras for those areas. But the closest ones we do have is like over here. Which, I mean, you can definitely see the rain is coming down pretty good across these areas. That's for sure. But like I said, it looks like that rotation is starting to kick up there. I mean, that's actually a decent amount of rotation that's occurring. Let's see. Javier says good morning. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Hope you're staying safe out there, my friend. Like I said, we also have ourselves a bit of rotation here towards Mimsville, west of Hawkinstown, northeast of Bellevue. Which we're going to watch this one too. Like I said, this is for this is for portions of southern Alabama, or sorry, southwestern Georgia. Sorry about that. So yeah, southwestern Georgia, southwest of Albany, Georgia. Right here for areas in southwestern Georgia of Bellevue, Cooktown, Mimsville, Hawkinstown, Hoggard Mill, Hopeful, Greenwood, Newton, El Model here. So that's the first tornado warning. That's those areas we're watching out for right now. A little bit of rotation here, kind of towards like the Cookstown, Mimsville area. So obviously, if you're across those regions, you want to be in your shelter. Like I said, obviously, central interior room of your home is, obviously, if you don't have a basement or a storm cellar, that's where you want to go, essentially. But that's kind of what we are looking here. That's kind of what we are seeing. So we're going to watch out for that one. Once again, southwestern Georgia. And really not that long ago, we just had a new tornado warning here issued directly west of Tallahassee, Florida. This is for areas here towards Gun Landing. Like I said, it looks like there is a bit of rotation. It's actually kicking off here towards Gun Landing. You can see right in there, turning towards like Mosquito Landing there. That is where this is kicking off here. In which we are, we got to keep an eye on that one. Like I said, also areas of Woods, Connors Ford, White Spring, or White Springs here, Bristol, Rock Bluff, Hosford, Lowry, which is what we're looking at. Well, hello says, good morning from Gray, Georgia. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Well, let's see here. Pine trees are spinning and screaming here. I'm sure they are. Those winds are definitely picking up across, ahead of the cold front and actually on the cold front, which is pretty interesting. I mean, we take a look here at the winds ahead of it. You can kind of see here. We're getting some gusts here up to like 30 plus miles an hour out of some of these stations here. 28 mile an hour wind gust there, 17 there. So those wind gusts, I mean, they're kind of kicking, across some of these regions here. Haley says, yeah, I think tornado season will be very active this summer. What do I think, Andrew? Do I think the tornado season will be active? So it's a little difficult to tell right now for the summertime in particular. But I tell you what, for the springtime, forecast models, climatology models are hinting towards a end-zone neutral condition, which obviously could have its own impacts for severe weather, which we'll definitely see here. But we'll save that subject for another day. We'll actually probably make a video on that specifically. We'll dive more in deep. We'll dive more in depth into that. But right now, let's just stick with the current severe weather that we got going on here right now. But like I said, we also can't forget about this severe thunderstorm warning we got in effect here for Apalachicola, for areas here towards Larkin Fish Camp. It's pretty weird. What's a fish camp? Like, do they have a camp full of fish or something? Owl Landing, Twin Pole, Morgan Place, Ward, Smith Creek, Hosford, Bloxham Cutoff, Juniper, Greensboro, Gretna, Quincy, Hardin Heights. That's where the severe thunderstorm warning is located. Well, hello says, yes, I feel it. Yeah, I bet you do. It definitely looks pretty gusty there. Absolutely. Let's go ahead and take a look here back at correlation coefficient here, y'all. Let's go and see if there's anything popping up. Nothing. I'm not seeing any debris signatures on this first tornado warning, which is good. Same thing for the second. So as of right now, it does not appear that there's any debris signatures, which is a good indicator. Which just hope it just stays that way. But like I said, I mean, it looks like there's a decent amount of rotation here, just southwest of Woods here. That is literally right here on 12, or Highway 12, which is a little concerning. I mean, that's actually a tight area of rotation. That's honestly really not that. That is not broad. Like, that is actually a pretty decent area of rotation that's kicking off there. Praying this is all we will get is the wind, and the trees hold up. Pines break so easy. Oh yeah, because they're very, very tall and skinny. That's the thing. Those trees are very, very tall and skinny. They can only take so much of the wind. Yeah, I mean, areas like Georgia and South Carolina and North Carolina regions. Yeah, there's a lot of pine trees. Across the southeast. Between like. They really, I've noticed, if you travel on I-95, you'll start to see how those pine trees really start kicking off here, like in, obviously there towards I-95, but really towards like North Dakota, or, oh my gosh, it's so early. North Carolina through South Carolina and into Georgia, in those areas here. You really start to see the pine trees really start to kick off there, really start to grow the further you go down south. But like I said, you're towards Hawkinstown. Honestly, at this point, I'm seeing less and less rotation, and I'm seeing more and more wind damage potential. However, for the one to the south here, that's actual like decent rotation that's happening here. Once again, south of Woods, which I obviously think is a little concerning. Caden says, so my neighbor has huge pine trees, like 100 feet tall a few years back. I believe Father's Day of 2020, we got a severe storm, and the tree fell in their house. Was mostly okay except for the attic. Wow. That's very unfortunate. That definitely, that's not good at all. Glad that they're okay, though. That's all that matters. Like I said, things can be replaced, but unfortunately, human lives cannot. Which is, like I said, it's very unfortunate. And like I said, that's just what we got to do. Is we just got to prepare and make sure you guys are prepared for these events here. Because like I said, obviously, we want to keep you guys safe, and we want to make sure that you guys are understanding the situation that's occurring here. Obviously, we want to make sure that you guys are, here. And we want to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there, But anyways, over here to the current radar across the country. Look at this beast of a storm. I mean, this dude is absolutely kicking quite strong here. This is actually really, really crazy. Like I said, we have a low-pressure system right here towards Kentucky now. We have all of this warm and moisture-filled air just driving north into the top of the storm here, where it then cools down and turns into snow. And then we actually have the cold air that's coming down from the north and backing into the system here. So basically, like I said, basically what's going on here is we have the warm air that's being overtaken by the cold air, essentially. Because like I said, that cold front's moving through. But anyways, it's just crazy to look at the big picture here. I mean, it's just absolutely nuts of a storm here. Anyways, so like I said, rotation southwest of Woods. This is southwest of Woods, which is basically here in the central panhandle of Florida. Like I said, we have a tornado warning in effect here for the next 18 minutes. Rain says, hello everyone. What's up, Rain? Hope you're doing good. Haley says, bye, Caden. Good to see you again. All right. Caden has to go. All right, we'll see you later there, Caden. Well, hello says, if I could only direct the wind to clean out what I've been wanting to cut down anyways. Yeah, that would be pretty nice to actually be able to control the weather. That would actually be really, really cool. But anyways, guys, like I said, here towards Mosquito Landing, the rotation is now just northeast of Mosquito Landing. So obviously the threat for these areas like Gun Landing and Mosquito Landing is decreasing. But if you're in the path, like I said, if you're here towards Woods, which is Woods, Florida, in the Panhandle, you got to watch out for this because there's a little bit of rotation here just directly in southern Woods. And like I said, if this thing decides it wants to drop a tornado, it's going to be right over you. So, like I said, you better be in your shelters, guys, if you're across the region. New warning coming through, apparently. Let's see what all this is about. Did I mean to do that? New severe thunderstorm warning. Probably including Tallahassee, I'd assume. Yeah, they're probably extending this thing here to the east. Something like that. Oh, maybe not. No, that's weird. They just issued another severe thunderstorm warning here. They did put a tornado possible tag on it, so it has a little bit over an hour to go. For 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Interesting. Oh, yeah, because this one's about to expire here, so you only have 2 minutes left on that severe thunderstorm warning. So the areas here towards, like, Quincy probably lost its severity. Which, I mean, it does look like it is breaking up here quite a bit. As you can see there, how there's a lot more spaces, a lot more greenage in the middle of this. Versus, like, the south here where they just now issued a new severe thunderstorm warning. So it looks like that line is kind of breaking here. Towards, the northwest of Tallahassee there. Which is a little bit interesting. But we'll see how things pop off here, y'all. We will definitely watch out for that here. But once again, everybody, like I said, if you are just now tuning in, I'm going to throw on my glasses here. Because, reason I do this is because my screens, they start affecting my eyes here pretty strong. But if you guys are across areas here, like I said, here in the Panhandle of Florida, if you're across portions like Hosford, Gun Landing, areas here: Mosquito Landing, Bristol. Let's see here: White Springs, Woods, Connersford. Yeah, you guys are under a tornado warning. You've got to be in your shelter here. Like I said, we take a look here at velocity, and you can actually see. Looks like things. There's a little bit of rotation possible right there south of Rock Bluff. We might need to watch out for that. Other than that, it looks like there is also a little bit of wind, a little bit of maybe some wind damage and stuff like that. Could be a it really could be a concern out of this. There's a possibility of maybe some some damaging winds here as well. And then, like I said, we also have another tornado warning here in effect for this one. This one's in southwestern. This one's in southwestern Georgia there. But this one's like here, just southwest of Albany. Like I said, here east of Colquitt, southeast of Damascus, and stuff like that. Rain says gaming eyes. Essentially, yeah, it's just what happens whenever you use a computer quite a bit. Is that it'll start affecting you? That's for sure. Absolutely, my friends. Well, but like I said, y'all, just please stay safe out there. I mean, today is going to be filled up with, some more severe weather activity and all kinds of fun stuff like that. Let's see here. Well, Hello says, I'm keeping you running in the background while I get morning stuff done. If you hear about Gray/Jones or Forsyth/Monroe or Augusta, Georgia, or Sarasota, Florida, start screaming. That's awfully a lot of areas. Uh-oh. Did my camera go out? It did, didn't it? Uh-oh. What's going on here? Got a new warning coming through. It's probably talking about that tornado watch, honestly.
The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for.
Why did that one have like the weird tones while
County in Big Bend,
while the other ones did it?
Liberty County in Big Bend, Florida. Leon County in Big Bend, Florida. Decatur County in southwestern Georgia.
So they're probably extending that east here. I would assume here towards like Tallahassee region, I would assume that they're issuing a severe thunderstorm warning nearby.
At 8:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 9 miles north of West Bainbridge to
Which, there we go. Yep. There we go. Yep. Now Tallahassee's now in a severe thunderstorm warning here. Let's see here for 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Radar indicated.
And like I said, obviously, penny-size hail here.
Locations impacted include Quincy, Tallahassee,
which is interesting.
Havana.
Haley says my camera cut out again. Yeah, it did. It loves to do that, y'all. So sorry about that. Camera just has issues here. Yeah, like I said, I'm actually going back to my home here. I'm actually not at my house right now. So, but I'm actually going back at my home here this weekend, which I'm in Florida right now, and I'm traveling back to Kentucky. Long drive ahead of me, but yeah. Well, Hello says my kiddos are spread out. I got you. Yeah. No, but I'll let you know if anything pops off. It might be a little hard to, determine that. Sarasota though is quite far though from the storms here at the moment. Which I mean, like areas in Sarasota is not really a big concern, to be honest with you. But we'll just we'll just watch out for that there. All right, I'm gonna turn that down. Let's see here. Braden says, I'm getting snow right now, and I have a doctor appointment today. Okay. Well, Braden, obviously, I hope that you can make it to your appointment. Hopefully that there's no, no travel disruptions with that. But, yeah, a lot of people are getting snow here. And I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something here. Here is the power outage map here regarding, like, the current country situation. I'm actually going to go ahead and update this, y'all. But look at this. In Texas, we have a total of 42,000 people out. Arkansas, look at this, 100,000 people without power. Missouri is, Missouri is getting a bit crazy too here. 55,000 people without power. Oklahoma, there's a LaFleur County here. Yeah, is the biggest county in Oklahoma that has the most people out there. But like I said, Arkansas, but look at that, especially really heavy density is like in northern Arkansas too, which is obviously where we started seeing, a lot of that snow and stuff like that. Yeah, Arkansas apparently got hit pretty good, with all of that that snow and such like that. But once again, everybody, like I said, we are watching 2 active severe thunderstorm warnings and 2 active tornado warnings here across portions of southern Georgia and portions here of Florida. Like I said, we have ourselves a tornado warning here directly west of Tallahassee, Florida, for areas here called Hosford, towards Bristol, towards Mosquito Landing and Gun Landing, areas here towards Woods, also portions of White Springs, Connorsford. That is kind of what we are looking at. So there is a tornado warning in effect here. We have 10 minutes to go before this does get expired here. So we're watching out for that. For the most part, though, it looks like that a lot of the rotation has kind of bled out here. This has kind of turned more of a a damaging wind kind of concern rather than like tornadoes and stuff. But anyways, regardless, a tornado warning still remains in effect, and you should still be in your shelter for the next 10 minutes here, which we will definitely continue to watch. You have 9 minutes to go here. Radar indicated threat. Also the possibility of some small hail here, possibly up to like penny size, so watch out for that. Then, like I said, we have another tornado warning here that actually just now got canceled, which is good news. We did have ourselves another tornado warning that was in effect here, which I'm going to go ahead and start my other program here really quickly. That way I can, like I said, that way I can show you guys here where the warning was at. We take a look here back a few seconds ago. Yeah, this is for areas of like southwest of Albany, Georgia, east of Colquitt. What's going on here now? Let's go and bring back up my other view. Looks like another warning or something's coming through. We're going to have to tune in. Let's listen to this.
Watch number 30 remains in effect.
Oh, okay. So it's just talking about the tornado watch that's in effect here, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. That's something we have not done yet on the live stream here. We do have ourselves a tornado watch that's in effect here. It's getting ready to expire here, not too much longer. It'll expire at 11 o'clock a.m., which is basically in the next 2 hours, essentially. So we'll have to continue watching that. But like I said, we're likely going to get another watch, either a severe thunderstorm watch or a tornado watch, possibly, for areas further east. If we take a look here at the mesoscale discussions, they don't have anything out on it yet. But I'd tell you what, here I'd say by 11 o'clock or so. I would have to say by 11 o'clock we'll probably have another watch, probably somewhere for like Panhandle, Florida, or Eastern Panhandle, Florida, Northern Florida, into portions of Georgia, I'd even say. Probably going to see a watch being issued here over the next few hours, I'd say. I definitely would say that that's a good possibility that they would actually do that. But anyways, like I said, right now we do have ourselves one active tornado warning, like I said, for areas here west of Tallahassee. Once again, like I said, here towards Hosford, or Hosford there, towards Bristol, Mosquito Landing, Woods, which we're watching now for. They actually just now got rid of that for Gun Landing and Mosquito Landing. So now it's just in effect for Hosford, Bristol, and White Springs. So if you're across the region, also Lowry included. So if you're across those regions, we have 7 minutes to go before this tornado warning does get expired here. So we really don't have too much longer. So just ride it out here for the next few minutes. Like I said, regarding the rotation, it does not appear that rotation is really strong anymore. This has kind of turned more of a wind kind of storm here. Obviously, throwing the possibility of some gusty to damaging winds there. And like I said, we just recently got a severe thunderstorm warning issued for the Tallahassee area here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, as well as penny-sized hail also being possible. Which penny-sized hail, obviously, is nothing crazy, but it is it is something we should also take into consideration. Maybe some small hail mixing with those gusty to damaging winds there. And like I said, they did put a tornado possible tag, just showing you that, hey, that tornadoes quickly develop out of severe thunderstorms, so watch out for that. But that's essentially what that is talking about. So, my friends, just stay safe out there. And like I said, if there's anything we can do for you, please let us know. Like I said, we are here for you. We got you all covered. We care about y'all. We want you guys to stay safe out there. And we'll do everything we can in order to help. Let's see here. Gregory Key says, when you get a chance, I sent you a photo on Twitter. Okay. There you go. So, Gregory has sent us, here's weather alerts for the USA. Yeah, obviously, we can actually look at that there on the on one of my other views. I know how to pull that up. But these areas here in the pink, all of these are winter storm warnings stretching all the way from southern Missouri through central southern Illinois, through central Indiana, western Ohio, into portions of eastern Michigan. We also do have a few other ones here. For like the northeast regions, you can actually see right there for like Maine, portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and northern New York. So those are all winter storm warnings where heavy impacts of winter weather is expected here. Obviously, across this kind of purple color, those are what we call winter weather advisories. Obviously, that's kind of more of a milder warning compared to the winter storm warnings there. Obviously, that's just kind of where limited to mild impacts of winter weather is going to be expected across those regions. So across the pink we just looked at there, that's obviously the worst when comparing to the purple there. So if you're across the pink there, like I said, we just looked at, those are all winter storm warnings, and the purple is there's winter storm warnings here, and the purple is winter weather advisories. But like I said, guys, if you're just now joining into us, obviously welcome. Hope you're doing good out there, my friends. Like I said, we are indeed seeing ourselves a tornado warning that's in effect here. Like I said, here in effect for areas of Hosford towards Lowry, towards White Springs, Connorsford, and Bristol. Also here east of Sweetwater, south of Rock Bluff, which we were watching out here for. Rain says it's currently 7 degrees here in Hersey, Maine. Holy cow, that is very cold. Very, very cold. No, thank you. Yeah, leave that cold up north. I don't want to deal with that. Like I said, I'm used to Florida weather at this point, so 7 degrees would absolutely kill me, I'm sure. Definitely. That is way too cold. Well, hello says, thank you for being here. It helps here in this live, and I can be paid to know my family is safe. Well, no problem. Absolutely no problem. Like I said, it's what I'm here for. I care about y'all. I want y'all to be safe out there, and if there's anything I can do to help you guys, hey, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we were here during yesterday's severe weather event and such. And like I said, we'll continue to cover this for you guys. Like I said, I really, really care about it. It's really it's been quite the event here. I'll tell you what. But luckily today is the last day really of it. So we just have to get through today, my friends, and then we should be in the clear here for the next little bit. Regarding the severe weather, anyways, the winter weather is going to probably continue into tomorrow, or is forecasted to actually continue into tomorrow here, which we're going to have to watch out for. Which we might do. We might do some winter weather updates here, like tomorrow or tonight or something like that. Regarding such. And speaking of, what I can actually do for y'all is we can look at here at the future, or the current radar, I should say. We'll have to turn off the accumulations and such. But if you look at this, here's the current radar view across the country. Like I said, we are seeing a lot of heavy snow continuing to drive through like Illinois, through Indiana, portions of Ohio into Michigan here, Pennsylvania, New York. Starting to see this. And it looks like a heap of a lot of rain here for like Kentucky and southern Ohio, also West Virginia and those surrounding areas, which is definitely is something here. Absolutely, but yeah. So let's look at that. Look how large that system is. I mean, that sucker is just crazy. Just knowing like how large that is. I mean, that has got to be at least 1,000 miles wide of just snowfall, in which I'm actually going to put that to the test here. We're going to see exactly how long that is. Which let me actually go ahead and do line, and we'll stretch it all the way from basically eastern New York State. Look at that! How could I have gotten any... There ain't no way in heck I just got that exactly. From point to point, exactly 1,000 miles. Y'all got to give me some credit for that. Look at that. That is just... That's honestly pretty impressive. I just did that. But anyways, regardless. They just removed that tornado warning here. That's good. So at the moment, we just have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings here towards the Tallahassee region, which we are watching out here for. Like I said, both of these guys are for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as well as penny-sized hail. Now, they do have a tornado possible tag. You can see right there. There's 2 tornado possible tags. Not meaning a tornado is imminent, but it means that obviously, it's possible that we could have some tornadic activity out of these storms eventually because, like I said, severe thunderstorms, in this environment are primed for tornado potential, in which, obviously just giving you a little extra heads up to watch out for these storms as tornadoes can be possible with these in particular cells. But like I said, it's not an immediate concern. It does not mean that you have to take shelter or anything like that, but it just means that just to keep an eye on these cells here because, they could turn south at any moment, in which we've seen a lot of here over the last day, which is definitely a bit concerning. It definitely is a little concerning out there and everything like that. But anyways, let's see. April says, that was cool, Andrew, right on. Yeah, I don't know how I actually, I don't know how I actually managed to do that. I was literally exactly right with that. I said 1,000 miles. I mean, that was exactly 1,000 miles wide. Like, that's just nuts. I mean, like I said, this system is quite the nasty one. Like I said, driving all the severe storms across the south. I mean, just seriously, look how large, look how wide. All right, I'm gonna do another prediction. I'm gonna say this is about 350 miles from top to bottom here. So we're gonna measure from like Ohio to Michigan here. Let's just see how close I can get. I said 350, right? Well, it's 325, but that's really not that far off either. I think my estimates on distance is actually pretty daggone spot on there. But yeah, here's a look here at the storms once again, y'all. Like I said, we have ourselves 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. Like I said, Tallahassee is about to get hit here in the next little bit. We have some live cameras here towards Tallahassee, by the way, so that we can stay up to date with the info, or stay up to date with the the live footage and stuff. So we'll definitely look at those here. Which I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over here. Let's try and find a camera here over in Florida. Let's see. So once again, here's the radar view. Oh, didn't mean to do all that. Here's the current radar view. We have this line moving through like Tallahassee, or getting ready to anyways. We take a look here at the cameras, which we'll go ahead and look at right now. This one, let's see. We'll take a look at the video here. Not much of a sky view, but you can see the roads are still pretty dry, which is not going to last long. I can tell you that. Then here inside of the storm here, we'll take a look at this guy, which, yeah, you can see is still raining pretty good, though, but it honestly doesn't look too bad. Because it honestly kind of looks like that line is breaking up there. Y'all see that? See how it kind of thins out a bit? But anyways, yeah, we'll track this as this thing moves its way in towards the region here. We'll see if I can find a... I really wish that these cameras were kind of aimed towards the sky. That way it would be a little easier to actually see what's going on there. This one has a little bit of the sky in it. But anyways, let's see. Fame says 28377 Red Springs. So yeah, I can show you Red Springs here really quickly. I got you covered. So let's go ahead and move on back here. So like I said, here is the overall view. I'm going to turn on the today's convective outlook. Like I said, we have a big slight risk today. But I'm going to take a look at it for you. So you said 28377 across portions of Red Springs. So yeah, you are in that slight risk here for today, my friend, which is the big threat for today regarding the activity and all. But I tell you what, like I said, right at the moment, there's really not much happening. The temperatures are still quite cold to support thunderstorms with dew points in the 40s. Not really that good. But as we track our way down here in time, obviously over the next few hours and such, those conditions are going to be improving for thunderstorm activity and such. So watch out for that. But for you, Frame, my friend, like I said, obviously just keep an eye on it. Obviously we'll continue to watch. We'll continue to watch this here over the next several hours, and we'll see how things materialize here. Absolutely. But anyways, like I said, you guys, we are watching. We are watching ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for Apalachicola. Dew points here in the upper 60s, which is the Goldilocks zone for the moisture supply. So Apalachicola, Carabel, Sop Choppy here towards Sanborn. Not even going to pronounce that area. Morgan Place here, Smith Creek, Fort Gadsden, and stuff like that. So that is kind of what we're looking at here. That is kind of what we are seeing when it comes to the severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect here. Like I said, we have another one here for Tallahassee even. We have a little storm that's popping off here southeast of Andrew. That's actually my name, which is kind of a little weird. But southeast of Andrew here, we have ourselves a little storm popping up here north of Spring Hill, right next to the radar view, which is interesting. At least I think that's a storm. Let's go ahead and see correlation coefficient. This will actually confirm if it is or not. Yeah, yep, that's a storm. If it was blue, it'd be something non-meteorological. Fame says, okay, fam, thanks, man. No problem. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for, my friend. But anyways, let's go and take a look here back at the cameras, y'all. We're going to see if we can scope out some activity here, see if there's anything going on out in the storm. Like I said, I just really wish that there was a good camera to look at here. I mean, there's a lot of cameras we have all along the Highway 10 here. But like I said, there's only, they mostly point at the ground there, as you can see, and not really many at the sky. What the heck is going on with this one? Okay, that's, I think that camera's a little jacked up there. Take a look at this one here. So this is ahead of the line, which, I mean, you can see conditions are dry, but for now. Well, let's move into the storm here. We'll see what's going on in there. Towards, like, Greensboro. This is right here in Greensboro. I thought those were down power lines for a second, but no. But you can see, yep, cars moving through okay, it looks like. There's obviously a bit of, precipitation on the road there, as we've seen. Some water being kicked up there and such like that. This is right here on Flat Creek Road, if you know where that's at. Yep, Flat Creek Road here is kind of what we're looking at. So, but that's what we're seeing, guys. That is that's the current view here over by the storm. Like I said, really not too interesting right now, but we'll see how things kick off here. I just wish we had a live camera up in the sky, or at least pointing in the sky. But yeah, guys. So here's the overall, the overall system here. It's quite nuts to see. And like I said, if you guys want to know what's happening, we basically have a low pressure system over here towards Kentucky. And these things, rotate counterclockwise, essentially. And we have a lot of warm and moisture-filled air that's driving its way up here on the eastern country. And then actually cooling down a bit as it reaches the top portions, like towards the Ohio Valley, which turns the precipitation from rain into snow. And then we actually have some cold air that's backing down from the north, which is basically overtaking that warm air, essentially, which obviously is, obviously creating all these storms. The interaction between the warm and cold air is creating the instability or the energy that's required, for thunderstorms to kick off and such. But anyways, Haley says, I'm going to go eat something. I'll be back. Okay, Andrew. All right, Haley, sounds good. Sounds good. But but like I said, right now, guys, we have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here, one for Apalachicola and another one for Tallahassee. Like I said, Bainbridge included, Quincy included, Tallahassee, obviously, Midway, Meridian Hills, Beachton, Cairo, I think it's Cairo, towards Climax here. This is for portions of Wigham, Midway. Then we have another one here for, like I said, Port St. Joe. It looks like Port St. Joe is almost out of that, though. That's good. But areas like Bay City, Tilton, areas of like 9 Mile, those surrounding areas, yeah, those areas are getting ready to get pounded by the storm here. Jazzy Mom says, hi, Andrew. What's up, Jazzy Mom? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here, my friend. Hope everything is all well with you. Which, obviously, hope you're doing good. And like I said, if you guys have any questions, during the live stream, if you're a little worried about something, if you're not so sure about something, hey, feel free to leave a comment down below, guys, and we will address you. We'll let you know what's going on. Like I said, if there's a specific area that you're a little concerned about, perhaps just throw down a zip code too, and we'll look it up here for you. We'll make sure that you're understanding the risk area and stuff like that. So we'll just keep an eye out there for that. So something I do want to do here really quickly is actually look at the mesoanalysis. So this is essentially just the conditions that's happening right now across the country when it comes to things. We have a very, very strong lower level jet here. We have a lot of warm air, very, very strong, nearly moving over 50 miles an hour towards the surface. That's actually we call the lower level jet there. And as we move up in the atmosphere, the wind direction changes a little bit more to the northeast. So obviously that is, that's creating the spin in the atmosphere, which is interesting. But we'll see. We'll just continue watching that here. Moving back here to the radar view. Let's see here. Jazzy Mom says, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Hope you're doing good. Tornado close to me last night. Hit Adele. Well, glad to see that you're okay there, Jazzy. Ty says, could a watch be issued for North Carolina? It's possible down in time that we could get a watch for North Carolina, but it would not happen really anytime soon. Because there's really not much activity happening in North Carolina right now. I can show you guys something here. If we take a look here at my future radar view regarding the activity here down in time, we're going to go ahead and switch over here to the southeast here really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. So here's the future radar view. The time is in the top left here if you guys want to watch this here. Like I said, the current time right now is around 9 o'clock Eastern, which is around this time here. So at this point, we have the storms moving through southwestern, Georgia and the portions of the panhandle of Florida. Now, with that being said, like I said, we can see how as we track away here to the east, we start to get some more stormage happening here towards like the evening hours and stuff like that. So obviously, with that being said, this is kind of more of an afternoon, evening event here for you guys in North Carolina. So it's really no necessary to issue that warning, that watch there right now. But down in time, it would not be impossible if we actually did get ourselves, a warning issued for those, a watch issued for some of those locations there. Let's see here. Christy says, I'm in Valdosta, praying it does not get bad. Thank you for the live. No problem. That's what I'm here for, y'all. Jazzy Mom says, are we looking at tornadoes again near Nashville, Georgia today? So for Nashville, let's see here. Georgia. For you, my friend, you are in the risk here for tornadoes. Yes, you're in the slight risk. Actually, like I said, the level 2 out of 5 for today, the biggest, big severe weather threat today, which you are in the risk for it. So just keep an eye out for it. Definitely just keep an eye out on it, and we'll continue to watch it. Let's see here. Eric says hi, first time. What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing good. Thank you for joining us. Savon says, good morning, and yeah, I have the same question about North Carolina, Whiteville area. So, like I said, areas here pretty much in, east portions of the state here, which I'll go ahead and pull up here, Whiteville. Let's see, Whiteville, North Carolina. So you're actually in that slight risk area as well, the big severe weather threat here for today. So, like I said, it would not be impossible if later on down in time, later on, this evening, I'd say later on, late afternoon, early evening, it would not be impossible if we did get a watch issued for those areas. But we'll just see how conditions go, because they issue watches based off of active conditions rather than forecasted conditions, if that makes any sense. So, if the conditions do deem favorable for severe weather, then they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch. But if not, then they're probably not. Honestly, if we're being honest, I really don't think it's going to be as bad up here towards North Carolina. As like I said, we looked here on the future radar view from multiple models here. Like I said, it looks like it's not going to be as as well defined here. But it really looks like, the more I look at it, actually here for late evening, obviously for almost midnight hours. We're going to have ourselves that those storms actually kick off across eastern North Carolina and such, which is possibly going to cause some severe weather. But for more of those central areas, it's a little hard to tell right now. Once again, we just have to go off of current conditions here in the future. Like I said, right now across the area, the conditions are not favorable for thunderstorm activity as of now. But like I said, as the environment heats up, as the sun heats up the surface, that will prime the atmosphere in order to kick off some severe storms and perhaps cause some some problems regarding damaging winds and possible tornadic activity and stuff like that. Let's see here. Will it be bad in Tifton, Georgia? We'll take a look at that right now. So Tifton, Georgia. So right here, so you, my friend, are in the slight risk as well, which is the big threat for today, the biggest threat here. So you got to be watching out for it. Keep an eye out here for it. The storms are probably a couple hours away from you still. I'd say probably later on until 10 or 11 o'clock here or so, by the time the storms move over here by you. But so keep an eye on it. Like I said, there is a possibility for some damaging wind gusts, maybe some small hail, and maybe perhaps a tornado or two nearby. So keep an eye out there for that. Let's see here. Eddie says, good morning, Andrew and Chad. What's up, Eddie? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Glad to have you here. Hope all is good with you. But like I said, here at the moment, we have ourselves 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here. One towards Apalachicola for areas towards Port St. Joe here. Like I said, obviously for Port St. Joe, the storm is mostly out of the region, which is good news. But areas here towards Fort Gadsden, and those areas here nearby, like 9 Mile, Tifton, Bay City, you guys are literally getting Fort Gadsden is getting hit right now, but those areas here towards Bay City, Tilton, and 9 Mile is about to get the conditions here very, very shortly, which we got to be watching out here for. But we'll keep on watching that. Like I said, the main concern here, we have 30 minutes to go here. Main concern here is damaging winds, perhaps up to 60 miles an hour, and maybe even some small hail up to penny size, which we'll watch out here for. They do have a tornado possible tag on it. Like I said, it does not mean a tornado is immediately likely, but it means that conditions are favorable for tornadoes out of the storms here. So just keep an eye on the storms, as they could produce tornadoes down in time. Like I said, here for the Tallahassee storm as well, we also have a tornado possible tag. This one is in effect for a little bit longer. This one we have in effect here for the next 45 minutes, essentially. Basically for, the tornado possibility, maybe for some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour and everything like that. So 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail and everything along that is also possible with this one. Once again, here towards Quincy, towards Midway, Tallahassee, Meridian Hills, Beachton, Wigham, also areas here towards Cairo, Climax. Like I said, Bainbridge is mostly already out of that there. That's good. The conditions have already moved through for that area. But that's kind of what we're looking at regarding that activity here. And that's what we're seeing here. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, hey, feel free to let us know. Like I said, we're here for you. We care about y'all. We want you guys to be safe out there. And we are going to do everything it takes to make sure you guys get through this unscathed. And like I said, we're going to make sure that you guys are prepared and ready to go whenever the storms do hit. And like I said, thank you all for joining us. Thank you guys for being here with us this morning. Like I said, it's obviously quite early. We've been live here for over an hour here. And obviously, things of... conditions have, continued to produce severe weather and such. And like I said, it's probably going to be continuing here for the next while. So we're going to just keep an eye out here for it. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to switch over here to the live cameras again. Let's see if we can find ourselves a camera here pointing towards the sky, or at least in some direction. We take a look here towards Midway. Let's take a look at that. Let's see here. So we got road conditions there. Like I said, the bad thing is that most of these are actually pointing right here at the road, which, is road cameras, I guess. Look at that. Wow. That looks like that is, the rain is coming down pretty good there. Yep, absolutely. Let's see here. Nicole says, good morning. What is Jacksonville, Florida looking like? Well, obviously, good morning to you, Nicole. Hope you're doing good. We take a look here back over at my radar view. We see Jacksonville is at the marginal risk here, which is like the level 1 out of 5. Like I said, it's nothing, nothing extreme or anything like that. So nothing really to worry about. But for Jacksonville later on this afternoon and evening, we got to be watching out for the possibility of a few stray severe thunderstorms. A few isolated severe storms are possible regarding the possibility of maybe a few isolated tornadoes nearby, maybe some gusty winds, and perhaps maybe some small hail as well. So watch out there towards Jacksonville. Once again, this is going to be later on. The line is still pretty far away from Jacksonville, several hours away. So as of now, you're good. So enjoy the conditions at the moment. Sorry for all the noise in the background. These dogs are going crazy. But like I said, obviously just enjoy the conditions here for right now. Probably going to be a little bit humid ahead of the cold front here. But once the cold front moves, you're going to notice a big difference, with all that stuff. Jazzy Mom says, thank you, Andrew. You are very welcome, my friend. You are absolutely welcome. And like I said, I'm here for you guys. We're going to be here for a while. Like I said, we've been live streaming here for, a little bit over an hour now. And like I said, we're gonna make sure that you guys are staying up to date here, y'all. Absolutely. Once again, here's a live camera here. You can see just right there on the line of the storms. Things are heating up here pretty good. We take a look here towards, like I said, right here near Brown's Grocery and the areas here towards Campground Cemetery. That was the camera we were just looking at there. So obviously that's that. And there's the one we were just looking at there regarding that. But you can see how things are definitely heating up here. I'll tell you what, we're going to take a look at this camera here. Yeah, the roads are soaked now, which is, obviously throwing out the hydroplaning concerns, which, obviously you don't want to go too fast in that. Nicole says, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to answer questions. Have a great day. You as well, Nicole. Thank you for joining us, and you are very, very welcome. Ramirez says, hello, how Ohio in Springfield? So how is Ohio basically in Springfield? So Springfield, Ohio. Let's see here. Let's take a look at this. Springfield, Ohio, which is basically right here to the left of Columbus. So yeah, obviously your concerns here is with the snowfall that's happening. So you're looks like you're getting a bit of snow. You're right there on the line between snow and rain, actually, from what it appears. So, but if you're across the areas there, I mean, obviously you've seen a bit of snow, and precipitation is going to continue for the next little bit. But nothing regarding severe weather. Obviously, not a big concern with that. But like I said, the severe weather concern is to the south here at the moment. Eddie says you probably covered it already, but we're getting hit pretty good here in Chicago. What should we expect? So with that being said, like I said, Chicago and those surrounding areas, like I said, for like northeastern Illinois, your concern here, like I said, right now, we take a look here back at my other radar here. Your concern is the last remaining bit of the snowfall that's going to continue here for the next little bit. So we'll just continue to watch this here across the region. Like I said, there is going to be a little bit of snow, probably not too much longer here, and stuff like that. But eventually, this will be moving its way out of the region here later on today. But that's kind of your only concern here as of right now. Ramirez says, nice, thanks. No problem. Saying, yeah, it's snowing here. Yeah. And that's probably going to continue here for a little bit, honestly. So we'll just see how things go here. But anyways, my friends, like I said, we have ourselves a tornado watch that is in effect here, guys. This will remain in effect here until 11 a.m., which is 11 a.m. Eastern here. Maximum wind gusts here up to 70 miles an hour, as you can see right there. That's what the National Weather Service has put up. Maximum hail up to quarter size, obviously up to 1 inch in diameter being possible here. And the storm motion is averaging out to around 52 miles per hour to the northeast, which is pretty interesting here. We have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here. Like I said, we have one for areas of areas here towards Port St. Joe. Like I said, mostly though it's moved out of the region there. Like I said, here towards areas north of Apalachicola, areas here, in the surrounding areas. I like this other program better because it actually shows more of the areas here. Like Harabelle, or areas of Port St. Joe, Apalachicola here, Fort Gadsden, Morgan Place here, Twin Pole. Yeah, those areas there. Let's see here. How do I become a member? By clicking, let's see, you go to our main page there and you click the little thing that says join, and you can become a member that way. T-Bear says, can I ask a question, please? Yeah, no problem, T-Bear. Well, what is your question? Absolutely. Like I said, we also have another one here towards Tallahassee. Like I said, here towards region, towards Quincy, towards Midway, Havana, Concord, Meridian Hills, Midway, Brownlee, Wigham, Beachton. Those areas. There's a meow in the background. So yeah, that's the areas that's getting ready to get hit by this here for the most part. Like I said, Quincy getting hit right now. Bloxham Cutoff here, Ward, those areas getting hit right now. T-Bear says, my son is traveling from Minnesota to New York area today. Is there anything that we have to worry about? So from Minnesota, obviously that's pretty far away. That's definitely quite a travel. Is he traveling by car, I would assume? I would assume probably by plane, but is he traveling by car or anything? Because if he's traveling by car, then that's obviously a lot of concerns. He's going to be running into some problems with the snowfall that's fallen across the Ohio Valley. But if it's more on the terms of like a flight and such, it depends on what time he takes out because, New York is forecasted to get a bit of snow. For the state of New York anyways. It depends on exactly which area you're talking about here. But yeah, so absolutely. So we're just going to have to... let's see here. T-Bear says by plane. Okay, so yeah, that makes things a little bit better. Is he flying to like New York City? Because if he's flying over there, New York City specifically is not really expected to get too much out of this. In which he should be all right. He should be all right. Let's see here. Ramirez says, I don't see the join button. Interesting. Then you can take a look here at the link. It's in the description. You all see the thing says, yeah, there you go. Become a channel member today. Access many awesome perks is right there in the description if you'd like to look at that. Queen Lady says, I'm in Gainesville, Florida. How's the weather going to go for us? Well, first of all, Queen, hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. So for your region here towards Gainesville, you can see Gainesville right now. There's a marginal risk here for severe weather. Like I said, obviously, showing the possibility of a few severe storms, more specifically like later on this afternoon. Because like I said, the cold front is not near these areas here of Gainesville yet. Still is a few hours away. But like I said, with that being said, though, there is the possibility for a few strong to severe storms later on this afternoon. As this cold front does get a bit closer, like I said, you're still several hours away before that happening. But it is something to watch out for. But like I said, you're not in this really big threat here today. It's nothing too extreme. But we'll just continue watching it. Let's see here. Ramirez says, I'm using an iPad and I don't see the join button. Yeah, so just take a look at the description, if you could there, Ramirez. T-Bear says Syracuse. Okay, so Syracuse there. So that's a little bit more concerning because we take a look here over at the the stuff like that. Like I said, Syracuse, New York right now is starting to get snow here at the moment. And when it comes to the accumulations here towards Syracuse, according to the official forecast, we're kind of expecting about 3 to 6 inches across the location there. So with that being said, he's probably going to run into some problems. Hopefully the runways are not slick or anything like that. So with that being said, hopefully everything goes okay with him. It is a little concerning because, like I said, the snow is just starting there and everything like that. So what time is he flying in? Because time definitely matters a lot. Because if the snow happens if he flies in whenever the majority of the snow is already on the ground, then that could honestly be a bit of a problem. And if he comes here relatively soon, like say if he's on a plane right now flying, that would be a little bit less impactful than it would be later on. But obviously the later it'll be, the more impactful it potentially could get, essentially. So. Just let me know. Let me know what time it is, and I can give you a little bit more of a better reference there. Queen Lady says, thank you. I asked because we are cloudy right now. I got you. Yeah, it is definitely, the clouds are definitely building in here. You can actually see that on this view, which let me go ahead and show you really quickly. Here's the national view here. Regarding the cloud cover. You can see areas here towards like Central Florida, actually where I'm at right now. I'm actually here in Lakeland. It's relatively clear, but that is going to turn to overcast conditions because you can see the cold front right there, those little bubbling storms popping up. So that's obviously going to eventually affect us, down in time, kind of later on this evening here. Anyways, but that's kind of what we're looking at. Ramirez says, how much of snow for Springfield, Ohio? So when it comes to Springfield, Ohio here, which I'm going to go ahead and pull up here for you right now. So right here, just west of Columbus. Like I said, we take a look here back at my main program here, which I'm going to go ahead and show you all. And we're going to switch over to it right now. So according to the National Weather Service, forecasts and such like that, honestly, we're probably not going to see too much of accumulations. I'd say probably anywhere from 1 to 3 inches is kind of in the forecast. Once again, you're kind of right there between the boundary between rain and snow. So if you're going to get snow, it's probably not going to stick very well, and it's probably not going to accumulate that well. But it's still possible. I'd say about 1 to 3 inches there. That's what the official forecast is stating and stuff like that. So that's kind of what we have to go off of, essentially. But that's what's going on there. That's kind of what we are seeing here. So be on the lookout for that. Like I said, up to 1 to 3 inches, I'd say is a good reasonable educated guess there. But like I said, obviously you're right there on that line, which makes things very difficult to forecast. Absolutely. But once again, everybody, we have ourselves, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. The first one down here for areas of, right here towards Apalachicola. This one is in effect here for the next 15 minutes that we have here. We take a look here down in the south, like I said, here towards Apalachicola, Carabel. Let's see your areas here towards Morgan Place, Sanborn. Twin Pole, Fort Gadsden, Brickyard, Bay City, Tilton, 9 Mile. So those areas there, that is where we are actually seeing here, the storms that's moving through. Like, so that's the severe warning that we have in effect here. They have a tornado possible tag. Does not mean a tornado is immediately likely, but it means that tornadoes can quickly develop out of severe storms like the one that's currently warned here. Like I said, the environment is definitely primed for tornado potential and everything along that. So that is kind of what we're seeing here. But anyways, but like I said, here towards like Carabel, towards areas here, towards areas here west of Crawfordville, we just got to be on the lookout here across the way, and we'll just see how see how things pop up there. We'll just see how things continue. Apparently, the Tallahassee radio just went out. That's not good to hear the static there. So we're gonna have to change over here to a different. Radio, because unfortunately that one has just now went out. We have another one in Georgia towards Atlanta. We'll try this one. Maybe Atlanta radio will be better. Let's see here. I need some snow up here in southern Wisconsin. Yeah, I kind of need it as well. Fame says, sorry fam, do you know what time Red Springs will see this? It'll probably be later on this afternoon, early evening. So that's kind of when we're talking about that. But anyways, I don't know what's going on there in Tallahassee, but the radio just went out. And the thing is that Tallahassee is just now starting to get hit by this storm here. So I think we might have just lost signal, which is a little interesting. I'm going to try to retune back into it, though. Let's see. Tallahassee, we're going to try to retune back into it. There we go. All right, we're good. We're back. I don't know what happened there. We just lost signal there for a little bit. Anyways, but like I said, guys, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings in effect here. Like I said, we have the first one that expires here in 14 minutes. Like I said, for areas of Apalachicola, towards areas here of Carabel, areas here, towards High Bluff, East Point, Landmark Village, obviously areas surrounding that, Sanborn, Morgan Place. Yeah, you guys are about to get hit by the severe thunderstorm warning or the severe thunderstorm. Like I said, we have the possibility for some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour, the possibility of some small hail up to penny size, so watch out for that. And then just to the north here for Tallahassee, the very, very popular Tallahassee here, we are seeing severe thunderstorm warning in effect for like Midway, Andrew, Norfleet here, Zion Hill, Havana, Concord, Meridian Hills, Beachton, Moncrief here, Midway, Brownlee, Wigham. So those areas there has got to be watching out for this because it's the same concerns though. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-size hail being possible. Morna says, Andrew, how is it looking for southeastern Iowa? So when it comes to southeastern Iowa with the activity, the snow is already leaving those areas. So honestly, what you got now is what you're going to be stuck with. But everything from now on out is going to be mostly calm. Nothing too crazy regarding things. Anyways, we now have ourselves a new severe thunderstorm warning that is now in effect here. Just now got issued for areas here east of Albany, Georgia. This is now in effect here for areas here towards like Sylvester, towards Ashburn, towards Baconton, towards like I said, Sylvester, Ashburn, Sagamore, Sunsweet, Cuffytown, Dulles, those areas there. We have ourselves now a new severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. So we have ourselves also a tornado possible tag on this one as well, meaning we got to be watching out here for this, and we'll see how things go. Ramirez says, how is Texas doing? I heard some strong storms and damaging, or tornado that did some damage. So yeah, Texas is definitely recovering from the event. But regarding the active weather right now in Texas, things are pretty clear for the most part. Nothing too crazy going on. But anyways, let's see here. Morna says, thank you, Andrew. No problem. You are very, very welcome. Absolutely. And like I said, I'm here for you guys. I got you all covered. Sorry if I'm sounding very far away. I was just grabbing something real quick. Like I said, if you have any questions, hey, feel free to let me know because, like I said, I'm going to be here for y'all. Going to make sure you guys are up to date here, and we'll do everything we can in our power to make sure you guys stay safe out there. Because, like I said, we care about y'all. We really want to make sure that you guys are staying safe and stuff like that. And I'll do everything it takes to make sure that you guys are, preparing for the worst. Like I said, prepare for the worst and, brace for impact, essentially. And like I said, this is an event not to worry about. Like I said, obviously, I can get how it can be quite nerve-wracking for a lot of people. I get it. But like I said, just know that you're not alone during this, and just know that you got us here. And like I said, if there's anything that really catches my interest and something that really starts to make me a little concerned, then obviously I'll let you guys know. And everything like that. But that's what's going on there, my friends. Like I said, we'll take a look here back towards Tallahassee. We have a live camera here. There's a cat in the background. We have a live camera here going on right here towards Tallahassee, which I'll go and show you guys right now. Here's off of the off of an exit here, and you can see how it's a little bit rainy. Obviously, the conditions have turned a little bit more to the south, but that's what's going on there, my friends. So we're going to keep an eye out here for this. Like we said, we have several cameras today. So we take a look here at the whole list. Look at all these. That's just in Tallahassee alone. We got a lot of cameras here in Florida, which is obviously good and good in giving us info and stuff like that. We take a look here at weather radar. We can overlay that as well. We'll switch over here to this camera here. There we go. That's a good one. Towards Thomas Parkway, you can see how the rains are the cars and the trucks here are definitely kicking up a lot of water here. Ramirez says thanks, no problem. Gregory says I sent you a video. Alrighty. Sounds good here. Let's see, what is this about? I haven't got it yet there, Gregory. So I'll keep you informed though. I haven't got it yet. But like I said, guys, we have ourselves 3 severe thunderstorm warnings that is in effect here currently at the moment. Like I said, we still have the one towards Apalachicola, towards Carabel. Like I said, tornado possible tag there. Possibility of 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and obviously penny-sized hail. So we're watching out for that. Like I said, tornado possible tag. So we'll see how that continues. This cat, I swear to God, dude, these cats are crazy. Not really a cat person, honestly. Like, do you hear them in the background? Like, they are going nuts. I'm about to throw them back in the other room here. But anyways, so sorry about that, y'all. But like I said, yeah, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for these areas here. Like I said, Midway, Havana, Concord, Meridian Hills, Beachton, Moncrief here. Midway, Brownlee, Wigham, El Pino, Union Hill, in Meigs. And then we have a recently one that just got issued not long ago for like Baconton, Sylvester, Parkerville, Crestwood, Red Rock, Ashburn, Sagamore, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, Gregory, I have not gotten your video yet though. But that's what's going on there, my friends. Now, something I do want to go ahead and show you guys, which is actually really kind of interesting to look at here. We take a look here at the power outages across the country. I mean, things are definitely a bit crazy. Like I say, here in Texas, we have ourselves reports of about 42,000 people without power here. Arkansas, over 100,000 people without power. And, here from Missouri, we have about 55,000 people, which is crazy. 5,000 out for Louisiana, 4,000 out for Mississippi, 2,000 for Alabama. But that's just a little bit crazy. Ramirez says, so I have a question. So after a tornado is hit, where does it go to? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean by that? After a tornado hit, where does it go? It basically dissipates. If the tornado is no longer there. Essentially, I'm not sure I understand your question there, Ramirez. But we'll take a look here. Velocity here. Let's see. I don't see really any areas of rotation, which is good. We're gonna hopefully hopefully it'll stay like that. We really don't want to see any of that, rotating thunderstorm stuff, because we've dealt with a lot of that here this morning and a lot yesterday as well, which has just been pretty crazy. But like I said, here towards Apalachicola, towards 9 Mile, Tifton, Bay City, East Point, these areas here, High Bluff, Carabel, Lanark Village, Morgan Place. Yeah, this is where we are seeing this here. This is, the severe thunderstorm warning we have in effect here. This one only has 6 minutes to go, so we really don't have too much longer on this one left, guys. So that's some good news there. But like I said, here towards Tallahassee as well, we also have ourselves this one here towards Andrew, Northfleet, Zion Hill, Midway, Quincy, Havana, Concord, Meridian Hills, Beachton, Cario, Climax, So that's kind of what we are seeing here as well. So we'll see how things go here. But anyways, like I said, guys, if you have any questions regarding things, feel free to let me know and everything like that. We'll make sure that you guys are staying up to date and everything. Because like I said, guys, we really care about y'all. We want you guys to stay safe out there. And if there's anything that I can do in order to help that, I will do as much as possible. And like I said, overall today, guys, the severe weather threat does cover quite a bit of areas here. Like I said, we take a look here over at the Storm Prediction Center. We have ourselves a slight risk, which is that severe threat level 2 out of 5 across the yellow, impacting areas of eastern North Carolina, portions of central and eastern South Carolina, portions of eastern Georgia, and portions of northern Florida there. So overall, we do have ourselves a pretty decent threat here regarding the activity here for today. Like I said, here's where the slight risk is, all the way from like the eastern panhandle of Florida through like northern portions, southeastern Georgia, central and eastern North Carolina there, and like I said, obviously there for eastern North Carolina as well. But anyways, that's what's going on there, y'all. That is what we are actively seeing here. Like I said, if you guys are across the yellow and the dark green, that is where you guys have got to be watching today for possible severe weather here. So we'll keep an eye on for that. Gregory, no, I have not gotten your video yet. I just looked. Last thing I received was that thing you sent me regarding the alerts across the country. But anyways, that's what we're talking about, y'all. Like I said, we have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning that is getting ready to expire. Once again, across portions of Apalachicola towards Carabel, towards Sop Choppy here, Sanborn, Smith Creek, Twin Pole, Morgan Place here, Fort Gadsden, Brickyard, Bay City, Tilton, 9 Mile. So all those areas, guys, is about to be expired here with the severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect here, which is definitely good. But like I said, we still have ourselves the one here just towards Tallahassee 19 minutes ago. So basically 20 minutes ago here on the one in Tallahassee. One east of Albany, Georgia. We still have a while to go on this one, about 50 minutes. So we'll definitely just keep on watching these here. And we'll see what they do. But like I said, right now, there's just for the possibility of some damaging winds. Like I said, all of them are for the same thing here, with damaging winds and obviously the possibility of some gusty winds and maybe even some small hail too. But that's kind of the concern out of it. That's what we were seeing here. But anyways, like I said, guys, if you have any questions at all, if you're specifically say if you're worried about a specific location, feel free to throw down a zip code, guys, and we'll take a look at that area for you. Like I said, we're here for you. We got y'all covered. I'm very, very open with you guys. I'm here to obviously explain what's happening here if you have any questions and stuff like that. Like I said, we care about y'all. We want to make sure you guys are understanding this event here. And like I said, if there's anything that we can do here, please let us know. And once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. And if you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it, my friends. Like I said, we usually don't, like I said, we don't ask for much of the channel, but if you could, it'll mean a lot to us. It'll really help out the channel. It'll help out everybody in general. So once again, thank you all so much for all your support. You guys are the best. Absolutely. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you all something here. We're going to take a look here back at the current satellite view. Look at all this. Here's the water vapor scan here, and you can see just what's going on here. Like I said, we take a look here at the latest scan here. You can see this big, long boundary. That's where the cold front's at. You can see this big, puffy white clouds here. Those are the thunderstorms that's kicking off here. And you can see where the whole line basically extends from. This whole system is just crazy to look at, which is really crazy. Like I said, we have ourselves a low pressure system up here in the Ohio Valley. A lot of warm air pulling up here and a lot of cold air pulling down here. So we have ourselves a bit of counterclockwise rotation that's happening out of this, which is just one heap of a system. I tell you what, definitely is really crazy to look at there. But that is kind of what we are seeing here. Anyways, let's see here. So I'm a new subscriber, and how does that appear in your screen if someone subscribes? It shows person's names. So for some people it does, and some people it doesn't. It has to do with the privacy settings, I guess, from what I've heard. That's why we have the last person who subscribed was Orbit. Obviously, that's what we have here though on obviously that's there for like I said, the latest one is actually to Cheryl that just subscribed. Thank you so much, Cheryl. But like I said, obviously the latest it only works for some people if they have the privacy settings turned off or whatever, something like that, something along the standards there. Once again, yeah, Cheryl, thank you for subscribing. Thank all of you guys for subscribing. Really appreciate it. You all absolutely rock. Anyways, here, conditions towards Apalachicola. We're having winds here around 21 miles an hour. Like I said, the winds are definitely picking up here, I'm sure, because of the storms we're starting to see continue to move through the region. Like I said, Bay City here. Franklin, Hayes Place here. Like I said, this is about to expire here in about 1 minute, so we really don't have too much longer on this, which just now got expired, actually. So Apalachicola, guys, and surrounding areas is no longer under a severe thunderstorm warning. However, we still have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning here for Tallahassee, for areas here such as Midway, those surrounding areas here towards Wingham, Cario, Climax, Attapulgis, I think that's how you say that. Also here of Meigs here. So those areas is still under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now this one we have ourselves about. We still have about 15 minutes or so on this one here for the Tallahassee area. Then, like I said, we have another one here towards Albany, Georgia, which we are watching here. Like I said, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. Let's see here. T-Bear with a $5 super chat. T-Bear, thank you so much for that. That's super, super nice of you. Very, very big shout-out goes to you, Shiny. Or Shiny as well for subscribing. But very big shout-out goes to you, T-Bear, for the $5. Thank you so much there, T-Bear. Big, big shout-out goes to you. Thank you so much. And Shiny, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, that's what I saw there for a second. But once again, thank you all so much for subscribing and donating. Greatly appreciate it, y'all. Super, super sweet of you. Big, big thank you. But like I said, we're just going to keep on watching this here for the next little bit, y'all. Because like I said, obviously this is a system that's going to need to be watched here. Uh-oh, got a new warning or something coming through. All right, let's go ahead and turn up the radio here. Let's go ahead and see what is going on. Gonna have to listen in on this one. See what this has to say here, y'all.
The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm
warning.
Okay,
severe thunderstorm warning here.
Southeastern Gulf County in Florida, County.
Is this it for the south here? Did they just now issue this?
Liberty County in Big Bend,
yeah. Well, hold on a second. Am I just blind or what?
Franklin County in Big Bend, Florida, until 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Let's see here. We're going to switch on back here to my other screen.
At 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, they just now issued this here, y'all. Like I said, for areas of East Point now, for Apalachicola back in it again, Carabel, Sop Choppy here, yeah, so those areas there. That's the new warning that just now got issued. Let's see, no, Ramirez, there's not a tornado warning, no. No, that's a severe thunderstorm warning, so, but this is newly issued here for 60-mile-an-hour winds as well as penny-sized hail being possible. So we gotta watch out for that here. Gregory Keith just sent in some photos I just now got. Yeah, so I actually got your photos there, Gregory, but I did not receive your video for some odd reason. But that's that. We'll take a look at that right now. He said here's some photos coming in from Gregory Keith here, showing photos of snowfall and snowstorm here in Columbia City, Indiana, are getting bad now. Look at that. Absolutely pretty. We're going to switch over here to a different camera, maybe. You hear the cats in the background. But there you go. So there is that. So yeah, pretty decent snowfall across the way. I like this one of the snowplow. It's pretty cool. And but yeah, there's that one. Obviously, it's really cool. Really cool there. And here's another one that's coming through. So like I said, it looks like the roads are starting to gather a little bit of snow there from what it looks like. You can see how it's starting to turn a white hue. So with that being said, it looks like the roads have cooled off quite a bit, which might be a bit concerning because road travel disruptions might start becoming a problem towards your location there. So obviously, hopefully you stay safe out there, my friend. Like I said, it would not be advised to take any travel at this point. It'd be just advised to obviously just remain indoors during this because like I said, obviously you don't want to be driving out in this here.
At 9:28 a.m. Eastern.
But anyways, but that's what we're seeing here. Courtney's here. What's up, Court? Hope you're doing good. Or Arctic. Let's see here. Gregor says, appreciate you, Andrew. Thanks for sharing my photos. No problem. Like I said, if you guys want to share, some photos, like I said here, tag us on Twitter at NWW1162. That is our Twitter handle. If you guys would like to do that. Anyways, but here we go.
Damaged vessels
Jazzy Mom said, "I have to try to get some sleep. Been up all night. Everyone be safe." You too, Jazzy. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm running on some pretty low sleep myself here because, like I said, we were up pretty late last night doing some coverage on this here yesterday. And like I said, obviously, we're here this morning as well, so we've been quite active here. I'm back eating breakfast. What did I miss, Andrew? You missed a couple severe thunderstorm warnings. And that's about it. We had ourselves, actually something I want to go ahead and look at here. I don't know if they're considering issuing another watch, because like I said, here at 11 o'clock, we have this tornado watch that's in effect here that's going to be expiring. You see that big pink bracket, y'all? So that's a tornado watch. This is tornado watch number, number 30. Hard to believe we've already had 30 watches this year, which is crazy. But tornado watch number 30 in effect here until 11 a.m., so we have ourselves about an hour and 10 minutes to go here. But maximum wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. Obviously, hail up to quarter size as possible. Average storm motion is northeast at essentially 50 miles an hour. Gregory Key says we're getting 9 inches of snow totals here in Columbia City, Indiana. It's pretty crazy. Well, stay safe out there once again, Gregory. And if there's anything I can do for you regarding anything, hey, let me know. And we'll be for you. Like I said, we care about y'all. We want you guys to be safe out there. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure you guys are informed. And like I said, sorry if you hear the cats in the background. They are absolutely noisy this morning. They go absolutely crazy at nighttime, which is kind of crazy. They literally run off the walls and stuff like that. They are absolutely nuts at nighttime. That's how it is. But like I said, I'm heading back here to Kentucky, my home here, this weekend from Florida. So obviously we'll be back in our original setup and stuff like that, so things will be a lot better. Like I said, my camera's out, as you can see there on the left-hand side. Like I said, I usually have that going, but like I said, decided I wanted to cut out here earlier in the live stream again, which sucks. But once I get back to home, I'll work in getting a new camera and stuff like that. But anyways, like I said, guys, we have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Areas here towards Carabel, towards East Point here, towards a lot of these areas nearby. I'm going to use my other program for this because it shows a lot more areas. Towards East Point, towards High Bluff, towards Creels, Greenpoint, Yent Place, Carabel Beach included with that, Sanborn, Pine Log. Yeah, you guys are about to get this storm here within the next few minutes here. So with that being said, we got to be watching out for this here. We got to be keeping an eye out for this. And like I said, obviously, the concerns with this one is the possibility of some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour. So if you're ahead of this line, if you're ahead towards Carabel and surrounding areas, if you can, if you have anything loose outside, such as lawn furniture or anything that can easily be blown around in the winds, then it would be highly advised to bring those inside until, like I said, obviously, it would be highly advised to bring those inside until the storm is gone. That way, none of your property goes flying, and not to mention does not really cause a hazard for others. So it'll be advised if you could do that, because like I said, the winds on this thing are actually pretty strong. Like I said, the winds are actually gusting pretty strong here, which is something we got to be watching out here for. But like I said here, like I said, we have the possibility of some damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour. Tornado possible tag, obviously watching out for the possibility of, the possibility of a tornado here. But does not mean a tornado is imminent. Does not mean you should take shelter or anything, because like I said, that'll be for a tornado warning. But that's basically telling us that, tornadoes can quickly develop from severe thunderstorms, such as the one that's currently warned here. Because like I said, the environment is definitely primed for tornado activity with that strong lower level jet. Very, very strong winds pushing here to the north, northeast. Then as you go up in the atmosphere, the wind direction changes more eastward. So obviously we have a bit of spin in the atmosphere with any thunderstorm that tries to develop here. With that being said, like I said, the conditions are favorable for tornadic activity. So that's why they have a tornado possible tag, because things could go downhill very, very quickly. But anyways, that's what we're looking at, y'all. That is what we are actively seeing here at the moment. We take a look here over at the meso analysis. I'm going to go show you guys here really quickly. This is the live conditions regarding activity and such across the country, which I'm going to try to switch to a better view. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good one to look at. There we go. That's better. So obviously across the regions here, we take a look at this. We have a lot of energy, about 1,000 mixed layer cape, which, like I said, values over 500 is perfect for thunderstorms and possibility of some severe storms and stuff like that. Over 1,000 is perfect. So we have ourselves the energy, but like I said, here towards the lower portions of the atmosphere, the winds are absolutely screaming to the northeast here at over 50 miles an hour. And then as you go up in the atmosphere towards like the mid portion of the thunderstorms, the wind direction changes and gets stronger here by about 10 more miles an hour. So obviously that throws the potential of some rotating thunderstorms here today, which we got to be watching out here for. Anyways, y'all, update here on the severe thunderstorm warnings. Like I said, we have one for Apalachicola for areas here of Carabel towards Sop Choppy here. This is for areas here towards High Bluff, East Point, Carabel Beach. Let's see, McLean, Surrey? I don't know how you say it. St. Teresa, Sun and Sand Beaches here. Like I said, obviously the areas, Sanborn, Tully, Crawfordville, Hyde Park, St. Mark's. Yeah, you guys are about to get hit by this here. We have ourselves 20 minutes to go here for the severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as well as penny-sized hail. We have ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for areas of Tallahassee, obviously areas here of Andrew, areas here towards Norfleet, Zion Hill, obviously areas here towards Bellwood Estates, and surrounding areas here, which is definitely interesting. Blocker, Bradfordville, Rocky Hill included, Beachton, Moncrief, Midway, Pine Park. You guys are about to get hit by this here within the next, the next half hour or so. It depends on exactly where you're at. Some closer than others. So that's something we are watching out here for. So we'll definitely be watching out for this, and we'll see how things continue to evolve with this. Like I said, all of these warnings we have in effect here, guys, are all issued for 60-mile-an-hour winds as well as the possibility of some penny-sized hail as well, which is something we are going to need to watch here. But anyways, look at this. This station down here east of Tallahassee in an area called Perry, Florida, has reported wind gusts here up to 32 miles per hour, which that's pretty fast. Even ahead of the cold front, we're seeing some pretty strong winds. Definitely pretty humid conditions there, and obviously that changes once the cold front moves through and the humidity starts to drop there. Let's see, Andrew, I want to know if we get heavy snow bands here in Columbia City, Indiana. Please, can you check the radar? So sure, I can take a look here at that. You said here for Columbia. Let's see, Columbia City, right? Columbia City, Indiana. This is across the regions here. We take a look over at the radar view regarding things, which I'll look at right now. This is regarding to the, here we go, we're going to load up the radar there. Okay, so yeah, you're right here, basically, like I said, here towards northeastern Indiana. So yeah, you're getting some heavy snow here. It appears that a lot of the heavy bands are just to your south. A lot of the heavy bands are just to your south here. So you can see where the darker blue is. That's where the heaviest bands are located. But overall, that's the whole view of it. Like I said, covering over 1,000 miles, we figured out. 1,000 miles, 1,000 miles all the way from basically eastern Missouri to, pretty much Vermont, New Hampshire region, which is actually pretty crazy. Anyways, let's see. But what about Hazelhurst, Georgia? So for Hazelhurst, let's see here. Let's see here. For some reason, there we go. Hazelhurst, Georgia. For you guys, you're in a slight risk. What's going on with my radio? My radio went out in Tallahassee again, which I'm going to try to turn back to. All right, we're going to have to give this... Oh, there we go. It's back. Yeah, that was weird. But for you, my friend, regarding things, like I said, you're in a slight risk here. Be on the lookout here regarding the, regarding the storms and such. Because, like I said, obviously the storms are going to be, heading your way here. And we're going to keep an eye out for it. Let's take a look here up towards, Georgia here now. Like I said, we're seeing a lot of moderate rainfall. Nothing too extreme happening across these regions. Like I said, nothing too extreme here. But like I said, we do have ourselves that severe thunderstorm warning in effect here east of Albany, Georgia, northwest of Tifton, Sylvester here, Red Rock, Deerfield Farm Estates, Cuffytown, Dulles, Davis Mills, Sibley, Ashburn, Sacramore, Rebecca, Arp here. So yeah, those areas there is kind of what we are seeing here. Regarding that. Like I said, we have another one here to the south for Bainbridge, or near Bainbridge here west of Thomasville, Cario, Climax, Beachton, Meridian Hills, Quincy, Midway. Yeah, so those areas there are inside of, those areas there are inside of the warning as well. This has 1 minute to go, though. This one's literally about to expire here. 16 minutes to go for the one here, the one here towards Apalachicola, towards Carabel. So that is, that's kind of what we are seeing here as of right now. But But that's the activity here. We also have the one here, like I said, when we talk about towards Ashburn, Sylvester. That one's expiring here in about 30 minutes, so we still have a while to go on that one. But like I said, regarding this this one severe thunderstorm warning up here, the one for Tallahassee is now about to be canceled. We have about 20 seconds to go here, which I don't know if we're going to get another warning being extended for this. We'll see how things go here. But anyways, that's what we're seeing here. Crazy, Grammy says not here yet. Sop, choppy, windy. Well, obviously stay safe out there, Crazy. Like I said, if there's anything that we can do for you in order to help you stay safe out there, like I said, let us know. We'll be here for you guys. We'll make sure you guys are staying safe out there. We'll make sure you guys are staying up to date and everything. And like I said, we got you all covered. And we'll continue to be here for y'all. But anyways, yeah, that one severe thunderstorm warning has just now gotten canceled for Tallahassee, Florida. But like I said, we still have one that's in effect here for areas south of it. Like I said, Sop Choppy here, which Crazy Grammy is actually inside. Like I said, Sop Choppy, which like I said, Crazy Grammy is actually inside of this here. Which is what we're looking at. So stay safe out there, my friend. Like I said, the line's getting closer. I mean, it's a pretty well-defined line, as you can see how it goes from light rain to straight-up heavy rain in a little distance there, which is really interesting. But stay safe there, my friend. We have 15 minutes to go, essentially. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, as well as essentially penny-sized hail also being possible out of that. But about 15 minutes to go. Nothing, not too much. But anyways, that's that here, y'all. Like I said, we also have a tornado watch here in effect for the next 59 minutes. We have ourselves until 11 o'clock, y'all. 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts, as well as a possibility for some quarter-size hail being possible here. Like I said, storm motion is to the northeast here. On average, it's about 52 miles an hour. So that's pretty fast-moving storms here. Absolutely. Let's see here. There's a tropical storm in Madagascar. I got you. Let's see here. Cody says, nowadays, everyone in the south gets tornadoes in winter. Well, we got to thank the Gulf of Mexico for that one, bringing in a lot of warm and moisture-filled air. Obviously, that's the big problem here. So essentially, like I said, what's going on here is we have a lot of this warm air that's just literally driving ahead of the cold front here as cooler air backs in from the back. And that interaction between the warm and cold air obviously creates the energy and the instability there for the thunderstorms to actually kick off. So, but that's that. Absolutely. All Night Tough Guy says, cloudy here in North Carolina for sure, but guess we're getting rain too. Well, eventually, if you're in eastern, like I said, if you're in eastern North Carolina here, like I said, especially east of Raleigh, that is where we are seeing the possibility for some severe weather later on today, which we got to be watching out here for. So we'll keep an eye out there for that. But other than that, like I said, that's probably still going to be a while. Can I check Madagascar? My programs do not reach out that far. This is mostly for the U.S. We mostly just do U.S. coverage here, unfortunately. But anyways, like I said, once again, everybody, severe thunderstorm warning in effect for areas of Ashburn, Georgia, Sylvester, Georgia, for the next 28 minutes, basically for the next 30 minutes here until 10:30 Eastern, right here off of Interstate 75. Like I said, here towards Arabi, towards Sibley, Rebecca, ARP here. We're watching out for that. It does have a tornado possible tag. Like I said, does not mean a tornado is immediately likely, but it says that that tornadoes can quickly develop from severe thunderstorms here. Hail possibly up to penny size, and obviously the potential of some damaging winds, maybe up to 60 miles an hour, could be a concern there. So once again, about 30 minutes to go on that one. And all the way down in south central Panhandle, Florida, we have one here just directly south of Tallahassee for areas of Apalachicola. For Carabel, towards Sop Choppy here, Crawford, St. Mark's, we have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect here, basically for the next 12 minutes. So we have a little bit to go on this one. So basically until 10:15 Eastern, this will be in effect here, and we'll just continue to see how this does play out. Like I said, obviously the main concern on this one is the threat also for damaging winds, perhaps up to 60 miles an hour, as you can see right there. Maybe the possibility for some small hail and even a possibility of a tornado. But like I said, they put a tornado possible whenever there is the potential that the environment is heavily primed for tornadic activity. Which, like I said, we have a very strong low-level jet here. We have a very strong mid and upper-level jet as well. Obviously, that's in favor for rotating thunderstorms, which obviously brings the concern of, obviously the activity there. But anyways, for tornadoes and such. But like I said, right now it's just mostly a big gradient line here. We have ourselves, you know, a very, very strong cold front moving through the region there. Obviously, some very, very strong winds can be expected out of that. But other than that, y'all, I mean, there's really just not much activity regarding tornadic cells that's happening right now. So we'll just watch out for this here. We'll see how things go. But anyways, like I said, y'all, if you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Like I said, if you are to the channel, like I said, we don't ask for anything really much, but if you could hit that subscribe button, that way that we can you know, help spread out people to you know, join the channel, and obviously, you know, the more lives we potentially could save here, you know, the more lives we could help out. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Share this with your friends and family. It'd be greatly appreciated, y'all. Thank you so much for all your support. You guys absolutely rock. And like I said, just know that whenever there's a severe weather event like this somewhere, we'll always be here to cover it. Always here, because like I said, we obviously we really care about y'all. We care about y'all's safety. That is the main thing on this channel, is to make sure that you guys are... Holy cow, this cat is driving me nuts. But like I said, we're here to make sure that you guys are, you know, obviously staying safe and stuff like that. So obviously just, you know, just keep an eye on it. You know, we'll just keep an eye on the things here, and if anything interesting pops up, then we'll be sure to let you all know here. But anyways, like I said, Apalachicola right now is starting to get some of this mess here, in which we are going to, like I said, we are going to be watching, or continuing to watch these areas here. Like I said, Apalachicola right now, let's move through. East Point. Yeah, East Point here, High Bluff, Carabel, Lanark Village, Sop Choppy here. Yeah, you guys are about to get hit here. Relatively soon. Yeah, relatively soon you guys are getting ready to get hit here. So, we'll just see how things pop up here. Online Tough Guy says it's crazy this season. It really is. Like I said, we've had a pretty active January for severe storms across the south here. It's actually been quite active, you know, regarding things. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look here, guys. We have ourselves some live cameras here. We're going to switch on over here back to the live cameras here. I want to go ahead and show y'all something, which we're going to see if we can find any cool views here. So once again, like I said, the storms are now getting ready to move in towards Tallahassee region, which we're going to go ahead and look at right now. So here towards Tallahassee, we have ourselves a group of cameras here, which you can see one right there. This is for Pensacola Street. This one does not have any you know, live views on it. But since it's in the city here, we have a lot of views here, which is good. Obviously, that gives us a lot of views here of areas here. Look how many cameras there is. I mean, there's just so many to choose from. Nice little dump truck view. Hey, gas is $3.49 here in $3.49 in Tallahassee.
Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern.
Live camera near target. Let's see. I'm trying to find a good one of pointing at the sky there. Let's see if we can find another one close. They're right next to Walgreens. I think the only ones that actually have the ones that have the video are the ones that are highlighted in green, I guess. That has to be it, because a lot of these other ones do not support. Yeah, I think that's what it is. The ones that have the live camera view is the ones that are in green. Problem with these, though, is like the fact that we really don't have too many of them pointing much at the sky. I mean, they're mostly pointing at the roads here, which I get. You know, people want to look this for traffic and all, but kind of sucks, though, whenever we can't see what's going on there. Here's a live camera coming through here. This is for Mission Road. Once again, this is basically near Tallahassee here. But yeah, they're starting to get some you know, heavy rain out of this, which we're watching. Cody says I might start chasing. Just make sure you know what you're doing there, Cody, because like I said, just make sure you understand how to read radar and stuff like that. Make sure you know how to navigate through storms even without radar, because you got to think cell service goes out or something like that. Hack says, thank you for your coverage, Drew. Appreciate your concern for our safety. Hit that like button, everyone. You are very welcome, my friends. Like I said, it's what I'm here for. They actually just canceled that warning there for Albany. Like I said, the one that was there for portions of Albany that is no longer in effect here.
This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service.
They got rid of it. However, we still have ourselves the severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for areas like Carabel, towards St. Mark's, Sop Choppy, This one only has about 6 minutes to go here, so this one's honestly about to expire. Which is obviously, pretty good here. So we only have about 6 minutes to go on this one, y'all. But anyways, like I said, I mean, these storms are, definitely producing some gusty winds as well. That's something to also consider is, the probability here for some gusty winds, regarding things, strong winds here, the possibility of a few isolated tornadoes, and maybe even a little bit of small hail here, which is interesting. So we'll see how that plays out there. Let's see here. But anyways, my friends, we are so close. I just realized how close we are to 8,400 subscribers, guys. We're just 10 subscribers away. So if you're not already, guys, hit that subscribe button. We greatly appreciate it. Leave a like if you guys are enjoying this as well. It helps out the channel. It helps everything out. So once again, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me as well. Like I said, we care about y'all. We really want to be here for you guys. And obviously, we'll do everything it takes to make sure that you guys are staying safe out there and everything like that. But anyways, he uses 2 radar programs. Says Liam, yeah, I use 2 radar programs. Radar Omega is one of them. The other one's WSV3. Let's see here. Hack says, my son is in Mammoth, California. He had 419 inches as of a week ago. Holy cow. Yeah, I know for places in those upper elevations got hit pretty daggone hard. There were some images that was surfing Facebook when I was looking at it. And I found one that had like full-on drive-through, and the whole thing was just a mound of snow, just a little cleared-out drive-through. It almost looked like an igloo. Like it's nuts. So yeah, those areas there, with those multiple rounds of moisture that kicked through California, driving all those flooding and snow problems. Yeah, that was that's been quite nuts there. Absolutely. And obviously, I hope that he's hopefully he's all right there. Cody says Floridians have picnics during Cat 4s. Yeah, essentially. I was in Florida during Nicole. I've been in Florida since then, actually. Which Nicole happened in early November. I think it was like November 9th or such. Something around that. Anyways, they just now issued a new severe thunderstorm warning, guys, for Sop Choppy, basically, taking that warning's place here for, Carabel, St. Mark's here as well. But anyways, that's that. But guys, I tell you what we're going to do here. We've been live here for, almost 2 hours. I tell you what we're going to do. We're probably going to take like a 15-minute break, y'all. I have not ate breakfast or anything. We'll probably take a break here in a few minutes. So, like I said, if there's anything that we can do for you, meanwhile, let us know. Let's go and listen to this warning here, y'all. Now, let's see what all this is about.
The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for...
Oh, yeah, that's that new severe thunderstorm warning they just issued. Okay.
Southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend, Florida. Southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend, Florida. Southeastern Leon County in Big Bend,
so that's what we're looking at there.
Franklin County in Big Bend, Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
11:15. Like I said, the tornado watch expires at 11, so we only have about 45 minutes to go with this.
Along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour.
But anyways, my friends, like I said, once again, if you have any questions, let us know. We'll be here for y'all.
Radar indicated. Impact. Expect damage.
Yeah, I think I'm going to order me breakfast from like McDonald's or something.
Locations impacted include...
Because, like I said, I haven't eaten anything. I'm actually a little hungry, so...
Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla,
probably get like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Sounds pretty good.
Shadowville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island...
Alright, well, guys, we're going to take a break here for a little bit. Like I said, honestly, we're probably going to have to take a break for like a half hour, guys, because, it's going to take a while for my food to be delivered and such. So, guys, we'll be back here in, like I said, we'll be back here in about a half hour. So, we'll be back here around 10:45. So, if you guys did enjoy it, like I said, once again, leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Like I said, we'll be back here in 30 minutes. We'll have a timer and everything like that coming through, so that way you guys can see whenever we are coming back here. But once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining. You guys absolutely rock. You guys are the absolute best. And all right, guys, we'll be back here in 30 minutes. Take care, y'all. Grab yourself something to eat. Grab yourself something there, and we'll be back our way. So we'll be back here relatively soon. All right, guys, take care. We'll be back here in a little bit.
Southeastern Decatur, Grady and Western Thomas counties through 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Pelham to 15 miles west of Crawfordville. Movement was east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Locations impacted include Midway, Tallahassee, Havana, Cairo, Thomasville, Ocklacknee, Wiggin, Florida State University, Florida A&M, Tallahassee Crum College, Doak Campbell Stadium, Lake Bradford, Capel, Gaither Community Center, Tallahassee Memorial Hust, Florence, Jameson, Rocky Hill, Ionia, and Calvary. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida in south central and southwestern Georgia. These are the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, light rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 70 degrees. The wind was south at 16 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 68 degrees. The wind was south at 17 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 8 miles an hour. At Dothan, light rain was falling. The temperature was 65 degrees. The wind was southwest at 12 miles an hour. At Albany, rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Valdosta, it was cloudy. The temperature was 69 degrees. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour. The current time is 10:16 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a special marine warning for Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklacknee River, Florida out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Ocklacknee River to Apalachicola, Florida out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out 20 nautical miles, waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola, Florida from 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from Okaloosa, Walton County line to Mexico Beach from 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from Swanee River to Apalachicola, Florida from 20 to 60 nautical miles, until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. At 9:28 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 8:28 a.m. Central Standard Time, severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from near Port St. Joe to 46 nautical miles southwest of Empire Micah Wreck, moving north at 25 knots. Hazard, waterspouts and wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source, radar indicated. Impact, waterspouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include O Tower, K Tower, South Tower, V Tower, Empire Micah Wreck, Apalachicola, C Tower, Cape San Blas, St. George Island, and Marker 24 Barge. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for Big Bend of the Panhandle of Florida and the adjacent coastal waters. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now includes the following counties in Florida: Gadsden, Jefferson, Leon, and Wakulla, and the following counties in Georgia: Decatur, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Gadsden, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, and the following counties in Georgia: Decatur, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close. A special marine warning remains in effect until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. For the following areas: Appalachia Bay or coastal waters from Keaton Beach to Ocklawahamie River, Florida out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, Florida out to 20 nautical miles, coastal waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola out 20 nautical miles, waters from Mexico Beach to Apalachicola, Florida from 20 to 60 nautical miles, waters from Swamee River to Apalachicola, Florida from 20 to 60 nautical miles, at 10:18 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 9:18 a.m. Central Standard Time. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing waterspouts were located along a line extending from 11 nautical miles north of Mexico Beach to 41 nautical miles south of Okaloosa Deepwater Reef, moving north at 25 knots. Hazard: waterspouts and wind gusts to nearly 50 knots. Source: radar indicated. Impact: waterspouts can quickly form and capsize boats, damage vessels, and create suddenly higher waves. Make sure all on board are in a secure location and wearing life jackets. Expect wind gusts in excess of 34 knots, suddenly higher waves, frequent lightning, and heavy downpours. Make sure all on board are wearing life jackets. Locations impacted include O Tower, K Tower, South Tower, V Tower, Empire Micah Wreck, Apalachicola, C Tower, Cape San Blas, St. George Island, and Marker 24 Barge. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 10 a.m. Central Standard Time for Big Bend and the Panhandle of Florida, and the adjacent coastal waters. Thunderstorms can produce sudden waterspouts. Waterspouts can easily overturn boats and create locally hazardous seas. Seek safe harbor immediately. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Gadsden, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, and the following counties in Georgia: Decatur, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wakulla County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend of Florida, southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Leon County in Big Bend of Florida, Franklin County in Big Bend of Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard: tornado watch number 30 has been canceled for the following county: Gadsden, Florida, and Decatur, Georgia. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, and the following counties in Georgia: Grady and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wakulla County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend of Florida, southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Leon County in Big Bend, Florida, Franklin County in Big Bend, Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Carnival, St. Mark's, East Point, Apalachicola, Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla, Franklin, South Choppy, Cody, Cheetahville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island, St. Park, 8 Mile Pond, Panacea, Medard, and Bethel. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend, Florida. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a tornado warning for West Central Jefferson County in Big Bend, Florida, Southeastern Leon County in Big Bend, Florida, until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:24 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles north of Crawfordville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado.
All right, guys. Well, we have ourselves a tornado warning that has just now popped up here south of Tallahassee. So we're going to have to go off of our break here. So let's go ahead and stop that here for right now. And then we're going to go back on break here once, once everything calms down maybe a little bit. Anyways, but once again, everybody, hope you're doing good. We're going to have to, like I said, we had to call the break here a little bit early because of the tornado warning that just now popped up. So if you guys are anywhere near Woodville towards Lutero, Corey, areas of Rose towards Cherez, Cody, and west of Limestone, there's now a tornado warning that has now popped up here, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here really quickly right now. Once again, like I said, obviously Woodville, Lutero, Corey, Rose, Cherez, Cody, and once again west here of Limestone. That's kind of what we're looking at there. So once again, so that's just kind of what we're seeing here. Like I said, new tornado warning this is literally just now popped up. If you guys heard that emergency tone that went off, which is now ending. Like I said, obviously that is what's going on here. So we now have ourselves a new tornado warning here. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of rotation happening here. Right here next to Spring Hill. Essentially, like I said, right here just southeast of Spring Hill, which is interesting. Let's see. Dwayne says, thank you for the coverage. No problem. No problem at all, my friend. I got you covered here. But like I said, yep, there's a bit of rotation happening here to southeast of Spring Hill, which we need to be watching out for. We'll take a look here back at correlation coefficient. See, there's really, well, I think that could be a debris signature right there. I think this is confirmed, y'all. I think this is a tornado on the ground here, actually, because look at this. The radar indicated right now, but we line up the rotation right there. You can see where the greens and the reds are. We pull up correlation coefficient. There is a debris ball there, right there. I think that's an active tornado on the ground, y'all. Once again, this is just south here. This is in South Tallahassee, essentially. Let me see if I can find a camera nearby. Let's see. Maybe I can pull something up here. This is right here. Yeah, this is tracking towards like Lakeside area, which is not good. So once again, y'all, please stay safe out there. I really do believe that is, even though this is radar indicated, I do believe that is a debris ball we have right here. So like I said, I think this is confirmed here now. Load this back here. So this thing's tracking, like I said, once again to the northeast. I think they need to readjust this tornado warning here. I think they need to change that. Like I said, they probably need to move it more to the north. Like I said, this looks like it's heading right here towards Lakeside. So if you're in Lakeside, if you're in like Henrietta, right here, which is basically South Tallahassee. Oh. It just went confirmed, didn't it? Oh, there we go. Observed. I knew it. I told you. Yep, radar confirmed tornado. There you go. That is our that's a confirmed tornado, y'all. Once again, confirmed tornado, meaning a tornado is on the ground here right now. They just now updated this to confirm because, like I said, there was obviously radar detection there on the correlation coefficient. So there's obviously debris being detected here. So, anyways, once again, everybody, tornado on the ground here. Like I said, rotation here is tracking right towards Lakeside. If you're in Lakeside, towards Tallahassee, Florida, you have got to be inside of your shelter here. Once again, that is a confirmed tornado that is on the ground here and is tracking directly towards Lakeside, Henrietta area, which is, like I said, which is a little concerning here, a little bit concerning. So we'll just continue to watch this and we'll see, how everything pops out. But like I said, it's heading towards Highway 263, which is Capital Circle, or Capital CIRSW, whatever that is. Also here towards Crawfordville Road. Once again, if you're in Lakeville, getting ready to cross near Lake Munson, that's where the rotation's at. It's going to be making a pretty close approach here to the radar, actually. Which, like I said, you can see right there. You can see how it's tracking essentially mostly northeast because the rotation's actually outside of the tornado warning now, which is a little concerning. Meaning, obviously, we got to be watching now, and they should honestly probably extend that warning to the west here a bit. And like I said, they should probably include Lakeside because, like I said, that's the direction of the rotation here. Like I said, they need to include Lakeside here in Henrietta because this is about to move into those areas. Like I said, you can see the rotation right there. You can obviously see the very obvious rotation that's occurring here. And like I said, the latest scans here we've been looking at did show a bit of debris right in there. There you go. You heard that. It said radar confirmed tornado. So yeah, so once again, that is a tornado on the ground, everybody. Marks the first one of the day. Well, the first one of the stream, anyways. Like I said, areas here towards Crawfordville, Shadeville. Yeah, you guys are about to get hit here pretty good. Sop Choppy here as well. Yeah, everybody is, we need to be watching out for this, you guys. So once again, y'all, please stay safe out there. And once again, if there's anything that we can do to help y'all, please let us know. Please let us know. Like I said, here towards Lutero. Right here south of Lakeside, towards Bel Air, towards Corey, Rose, Cody, west of Limestone, and here for Chairs here. New warning coming up here. Let's see what this is all about. We're going to turn this up a bit just to see what this is about.
National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a tornado warning for eastern Leon County,
another one?
Florida, until 11 a.m.
Oh,
Eastern
yeah, they probably...
At 10:31 a.m.
Yeah, this is going to include Tallahassee, isn't it?
Tornado-producing storm was located near Florida A&M.
There it is.
7 miles southwest of
Yep, right there for Tallahassee.
northeast at 35 miles.
I knew they had to do that.
Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar confirmed tornado.
Yep, that's a confirmed tornado, guys, in Tallahassee.
To those caught without shelter, mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roof.
So if you know anyone in Tallahassee, y'all, give them a heads up.
Tree damage is likely.
Like, this is tracking right towards a very populated area.
Florida State University and Bill Kimball Stadium around 10:40 a.m.
Which, let's just hope it fades out here a bit.
Around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Ralford Greenway, Macon Community Park, Gaither Community Center, Lake Munson, Tallahassee Memorial Hut, Killeen Estates, Lake Ella.
Yeah, so there you go. But once again, everybody, tornado warning in effect for Tallahassee, Florida, which is not good. Not good at all. Like I said, right here towards Lakeside, a bit of rotation here now in the way of now inside the radar bubble towards Henrietta. So this is relatively close to the National Weather Service office here, which closest radar over here is towards Vallesosta. Yeah, it's still going on there. So once again, if you're in Henrietta towards Tallahassee, like I said, it's downtown Tallahassee, Lakeside, Bel Air, Henrietta, Tallahassee, St. Peter here, Bradfordville, Centerville, Homestead Ridge, Lafayette. Yeah. This is definitely a bit concerning here. Like I said, this is directly in the downtown areas of Tallahassee, which we have this. Like I said, we have a warning, or we have a radar right next to where the storm's at, but it's in the little circle, meaning this is outside of the radar coverage zone. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. We're just gonna have to wait and see once this thing moves through. And obviously, once it does, then we'll be able to see the backside of it. But anyways, y'all stay safe out there, please. Like I said, seriously, just keep an eye out. If you know anyone in Tallahassee, let them know to be in their shelters. Because like I said, this is a tornado warning that's in effect here. And like I said, this is a confirmed tornado. You can see tornado observed too. Like I said, radar has confirmed the tornado, obviously, by the form of debris. So this tornado has indeed caused some damage somehow, and obviously it's been detected by radar. So once again, obviously be in your shelters, y'all. Like I said, basement, obviously basement, storm cellar is the best place you want to go. But if you don't have any of those, the next best option is to go to the central interior room of your home. Like I said, put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible, obviously providing as many layers of protection as possible to obviously, didn't mean to do all that, to provide as many layers as possible in order to, like I said, obviously help keep you guys protected. Like I said, if you guys can, bring a first aid kit, bring a pair of shoes, bring a helmet. The helmet's going to protect your head during the debris, and like I said, obviously with the shoes, it's going to help your feet from the very sharp objects that could be on the ground after the tornado hits. Then obviously regarding the first aid kits, if there is any injuries, you can patch it up here until you receive medical attention. So obviously that's kind of what we're seeing here. So once again, if you're in portions of Tallahassee, like I said, for the southern area, if you're in like southern Tallahassee, once again towards Lakeside, Henrietta, Bel Air, you guys have got to be inside of your shelter. Like I said, this is getting ready to move in towards central Tallahassee eventually. Like I said, this thing is actually currently, this thing's currently on the ground too. This is not just your normal tornado warning. Like I said, this thing has actually been observed, meaning this tornado has actually formed and this tornado has actually developed here. So once again, Tallahassee, Florida, tornado warning in effect here for the next little bit. We have ourselves 24 minutes to go. Once again, the tornado has been detected. The tornado is observed, meaning that the tornado is indeed on the ground here, in which we are going to continue to watch here. Like I said, the radar is kind of, a little close to the storm here, or close to the tornado here. So we're too close to the fact that we really can't see what's going on too much. There's a bit of rotation happening here, kind of towards like Capitol Circle and towards Spring Hill Road. That's kind of where we're seeing this activity as of right now. So that's what we're looking at. Once again, here towards Spring Hill Road and Capitol Circle, which we're watching out for. Eventually moving in towards like Henrietta, eventually towards like 4 Points, Lakeside area. That's kind of what we're looking at. So Lakeside, I think you're mostly good here for the most part because the rotation is just to your northwest. A little more concerned for areas of like western Henrietta, eventually tracking its way more here to the northeast, such as 371 and 61 there. That's essentially where this is going to end up going through. But anyways, once again, everybody, that is what we're seeing here. We do have ourselves some cameras here that is currently in Florida. Like I said, right now, though, we don't have any live cameras across the region, which kind of sucks. But once again, this looks like it's actually heading right here towards like the airport area. So with that being said, we've got to be watching out for this, guys. We've got to be keeping an eye out here for this. We'll definitely continue to watch it and see, what's gonna happen out of this storm here. But like I said, y'all, please stay safe out there. And if there's anything we could do to help you guys out in this situation, like I said, please let us know. Like I said, feel free to leave a comment down below and such like that. But we're going to keep an eye on it. Like I said, it looks like the radar has updated here. There's a bit of rotation happening here towards Henrietta still, in which we are a little concerned about. We're going to continue to watch this here. We take a look back at the correlation coefficient view here. Does not appear that there's any more debris. At least it's kind of hard to detect here since it's so close to the radar. But it does not appear that there is any debris signatures here anymore as of now. But it is still an observed tornado here. Like I said, this thing is still observed, in which we have got to continue to watch this here over the next little bit here. So once again, everybody, please stay safe out there. And if there's anything that we could do to help you, as mentioned before, please feel free to let us know. We got you guys covered here. And it looks like my food is here. And it looks like they just passed my house. That's pretty nice. Like I said, I ordered food here. We were going on break, and we had to we had to interrupt our break and actually, come back here for you guys for obviously a good reason. But with that being said, though, like I said, you guys just make sure that you are, like I said, just essentially just make sure that you guys are, you're ready here. I'm getting a phone call here, which I'm going to go ahead and decline that. But anyways, but once again, everybody, please just stay safe out there. Make sure that you guys are obviously, like I said, make sure you guys are inside of your shelters. Like I said, obviously, if you have a storm cellar, if you have a basement, that is where you want to be. Like I said, obviously, if you don't, the next best option is to go to the central interior room here. Obviously, like I said, the central interior room here of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. So that's that. Let's see here.
Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic storm will be near Florida A&M, Florida.
Okay, I just had to write my dasher here because they got my address wrong apparently. But anyways, but like I said, once again, everybody in Tallahassee, tornado warning still in effect here. Let's take a look here back at velocity here. Like I said, here towards, yeah, I really like my other program here. This one really goes in more into depth here. But like I said, yeah, there you go. You heard it right there. Right here towards 4 points now is where this rotation's at. Currently, we're looking at here at the moment. So, but anyways, but that's that, my friends. It honestly looks like that things are lighting up here, which is good. But anyways, well, guys, I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and head on back here to break here. Like I said, it looks like things, not as crazy. My food's actually here now, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to go out there and go grab it. So. But once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. You guys absolutely rock. And all right, my friends, so we'll be back here in just a little bit. We'll probably be back here in about 15 minutes or so. We'll go ahead and set up where we left off here, y'all. So once again, thank you all for joining us, and we will be back here momentarily.
St. Mark's, East Point, Apalachicola, Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla, Franklin, South Choppy, Cody, Cheetahville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island, St. Park, 8 Mile Pond, Panacea, Medard, and Bethel. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. The tornado warning for eastern Leon County is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A tornado watch remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wakulla County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend of Florida, southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Leon County in Big Bend of Florida, Franklin County in Big Bend of Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Carnaval, St. Mark's, East Point, Apalachicola, Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla, Franklin, South Choppy, Cody, Cheetahville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island, St. Park, 8 Mile Pond, Panacea, Medard, and Bethel. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla. A tornado warning remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for west central Jefferson and southeastern Leon counties. At 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a confirmed tornado was located 8 miles southwest of Florida A&M, or 8 miles northwest of Woodville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: damaging tornado. Source: radar confirmed tornado. Impact: flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornado will be near Woodville around 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tallahassee around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Appalachia Regional Park, Cody, Shares, Southwood, Shares Crossroads, Lutterlow, 8 Mile Pond, and Capitola. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Jefferson and Leon. The tornado warning for eastern Leon County is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A tornado watch remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. The following broadcast is a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, Florida. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of northwestern Wakulla, eastern Gadsden, Leon, southeastern Decatur, Grady, and western Thomas counties through 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Pelham to 15 miles west of Crawfordville. Movement was east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard: wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour. Source: radar indicated. Impact: gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Locations impacted include Midway, Tallahassee, Havana, Cairo, Thomasville, Ocklacknee, Brigham, Florida State University, Florida A&M, Tallahassee Crum College, Doak Campbell Stadium, Lake Bradford, Capel, Gaither Community Center, Tallahassee Memorial Hust, Florence, Jameson, Rocky Hill, Ionia, and Calvary. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida in south central and southwestern Georgia. These are the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 69 degrees. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 68 degrees. The wind was south at 17 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 8 miles an hour. At Dothan, light rain was falling. The temperature was 65 degrees. The wind was southwest at 12 miles an hour. At Albany, rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Valdosta, it was cloudy. The temperature was 69 degrees. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour. The current time is 10:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tornado Watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now includes the following counties in Florida: Gadsden, Jefferson, Leon, and Wakulla, and the following counties in Georgia: Decatur, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Tornado Watch number 30 remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for the following counties: in Florida, Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, and the following counties: in Georgia, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wakulla County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend of Florida, southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Leon County in Big Bend of Florida, Franklin County in Big Bend of Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Carnival, St. Mark's, East Point, Apalachicola, Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla, Franklin, South Choppy, Cody, Shadaville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island, St. Park, 8 Mile Pond, Panacea, Medard, and Bethel. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties: in Florida, Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla. A tornado warning remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for West Central Jefferson and Southeastern Leon counties. At 10:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, a confirmed tornado was located 8 miles southwest of Florida A&M, or 8 miles northwest of Woodville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, damaging tornado. Source, radar confirmed tornado. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornado will be near Woodville around 10:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tallahassee around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Appalachia Regional Park, Cody, Shares, Southwood, Shares Crossroads, Lutterlow, 8 Mile Pond, and Capitola. To repeat, a tornado is on the ground. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Repeating, a tornado warning remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the following counties: in Florida, Jefferson, and Leon. The tornado warning for eastern Leon County is canceled. The storm which prompted the warning has weakened below severe limits and no longer appears capable of producing a tornado. Therefore, the warning has been canceled. However, gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. A tornado watch remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. The following broadcast is a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, Florida. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of northwestern Wakulla, eastern Gadsden, Leon, southeastern Decatur, Grady, and western Thomas counties through 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 9:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from near Pelham to 15 miles west of Crawfordville. Movement was east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, wind gusts of 50 to 55 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Locations impacted include Midway, Tallahassee, Havana, Cairo, Thomasville, Ocklacknee, Wiggum, Florida State University, Florida A&M, Tallahassee Crum College, Doak Campbell Stadium, Lake Bradford, Capel, Gaither Community Center, Tallahassee Memorial Hust, Florence, Jameson, Rocky Hill, Ionia, and Calvary. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida and south. The following broadcast is a special weather statement issued by the National Weather Service in Tallahassee, Florida. Strong thunderstorms will impact portions of northwestern Jefferson and eastern Leon counties through 11:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Doppler radar was tracking strong thunderstorms along a line extending from 14 miles east of Havana to 8 miles east of Tallahassee. Movement was northeast at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Locations impacted include Monticello, Tallahassee, Alma, Ralford Greenway, Miccosukee, Driven, Killeen Estates, Casablanca, Shares, Pisgah Church, Lake Miccosukee, Fincher, Appalachia Regional Park, Shares Crossroads, Festus, Lake Imonia, Baum, Lois, Killeen Lakes, and Capitola. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. A tornado watch remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for Big Bend of Florida. These are the 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee Airport, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 69 degrees. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 68 degrees. The wind was south at 17 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was west at 8 miles an hour. At Dothan, light rain was falling. The temperature was 65 degrees. The wind was southwest at 12 miles an hour. At Albany, rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Valdosta, it was cloudy. The temperature was 69 degrees. The wind was south at 15 miles an hour. The current time is 10:56 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and now includes the following counties in Florida: Gadsden, Jefferson, Leon, and Wakulla, and the following counties in Georgia: Decatur, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Tornado watch number 30 remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklacknee River to Apalachicola, and the following counties in Georgia: Grady and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Wakulla County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Liberty County in Big Bend of Florida, southwestern Jefferson County in Big Bend of Florida, southeastern Leon County in Big Bend of Florida, Franklin County in Big Bend of Florida, until 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. At 10:11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Crawfordville to 17 miles southwest of St. George Island, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Carnaval, St. Mark's, East Point, Apalachicola, Woodville, Crawfordville, St. George Island, Wakulla, Franklin, South Choppy, Cody, Cheetahville, Leon Sinks, Royal Bluff, Wakulla Springs, St. George Island, St. Park, 8 Mile Pond, Panacea, Medard, and Bethel.
Alrighty, guys, we are back here with the coverage. Hope everyone is doing all right here. Sorry about that. We were just eating. Wow. Sorry about that. We were just eating breakfast here. But anyways, hope everyone's doing all right out there. Hope everyone's staying safe with all the crazy storms and stuff. Like I said, I mean, this event in general has actually been quite crazy. And I'm just glad to be able to be here to be live for you guys and stuff like that. Like I said, the camera unfortunately went out earlier, and unfortunately we think it's broken. So hopefully whenever, like I said, I'm heading back to Kentucky this weekend, so hopefully then it'll be, hopefully then I can get a new camera and such. But anyways, y'all, once again, hope you guys are staying safe out there. Like I said, we have a bit of pretty interesting area here. Towards Interstate 10. Y'all see this? Just northeast of Tallahassee here. This is right next to... Interesting. This is west of Monticello. By the way, this tornado watch is about to be expired here. Or did they extend it? They extended it till 12. It was 11. Now they extended it to 12. That's interesting. So they've actually moved that a little further now. And they're also considering issuing another tornado watch for areas here of like the eastern panhandle of Florida, obviously portions here of like southern, south central, Georgia, which we're watching. Megan, what's up, Megan? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining. But anyways, y'all, so we have ourselves a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here for the next, about 13 minutes to go here for areas here of east of Apalachicola. For areas of East Point getting hit right now, Carabel, Lanark Village here, Sop Choppy here, Lanark Village, let's see, Tully, Crawfordville, Woodville, stuff like that. So if you guys are anywhere towards like St. Mark's, Plum Orchard, Fanloo, let's see, Live Oak Island, Skipper here, Sun and Sand Beaches, St. Teresa. Yeah, those areas are about to get hit here within the next little bit. So we'll have to definitely watch out for that, y'all. And we'll just see how things continue with that. But like I said, that's the only warning as of now that we have, which is good. Like I said, we do actually have some live cameras here as well. But if you're in Tallahassee, the main line has already moved through the region there, which is definitely some good news. But everything like that. So, like I said, right now we'll take a look at the live camera here ahead of it. You can see how, has not reached this area yet. This is in basically just east of Tallahassee, which I'm going to show you guys real quickly. You can see right there, there's Tallahassee. Here's where the current storm is at right now. Like I said, we have a live camera view. This is in Baum Road. And you can see how it's coming down pretty good here right now. Which we'll watch out for. Let's see, areas here towards Lloyd, towards Gamble Road. Yeah. it is definitely coming down here pretty good. Which we're going to continue watching. I just wish that there was a camera that was like pointing in the air, There's a lot of cameras out there. But I said a lot of them are just mostly pointing the road. I mean, I get it for traffic reasons, but it'd be kind of cool if if it was halfway pointed at the ground and halfway pointed at the sky for the most part. But anyways, but like I said, the severe weather, guys, is going to continue moving its way here to the east here over the next several hours and such like that, in which we are, we're probably going to be back here, later on. I think we're going to head off here relatively soon, my friends. Like I said, we've been live here for about 3 hours. So I just wanted to let you all know that we're probably going to be heading off here in about like 10 minutes or so. So if you have any more questions, like I said, feel free to let us know. Like I said, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you guys do want to support what we do, if you guys really do, if you guys appreciate what we do, and you would like to support the channel, like I said, consider leaving a donation. Like I said, we have our little dollar icon there next to the chat. If you guys would like to help us, it'll help me personally, as well as it'll help the channel, with all the programs we have to, buy and stuff like that. It'll help us expenses. So that's if you guys would like to help us out with that. It'd be greatly appreciated. And like I said, if you guys are just here, once again, just thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Like I said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, my friends. And once again, thank you all so much for 8,400 subscribers. It's absolutely crazy. And honestly, I have to give you guys a very big thank you for all of that. I mean, you guys seriously are the best, and I'm very, very thankful for this community because you guys are seriously so awesome. So once again, big shout out goes to all of you. So once again, big thank you. But like I said, guys, yeah, so we'll head off here once this severe thunderstorm warning gets expired here. Like I said, in 10 minutes we have it to go. Like I said, we have 10 minutes to go here. Like I said, for 60-mile-an-hour winds as well as penny-sized hail here. Also, like I said, tornado possible out of that. So watch out. Like I said, there's no immediate danger of any tornadoes. But like I said, they put a tornado possible tag to obviously to show you that tornadoes can quickly develop from severe thunderstorms. And like I said, with that being said, there, I mean, we just got to be watching this. Like I said, you can very obviously see the big line here that's moving through. And like I said, this is going to be causing some problems here. Regarding some damaging wind potential. Like I said, right here at 60 miles an hour. That's kind of what we're talking about. 60-mile-an-hour winds there, as well as the possibility of penny-sized hail. So we'll definitely keep an eye out there for that. We'll see how things goes. But once again, like I said, here just south of Tallahassee is where the severe thunderstorm warning is located at. Once again, southwest here of Monticello, in which we'll just continue to watch here. We'll continue to see what this is actually going to be doing here. But like I said, but yeah, we've been live here for about 3 hours, you guys. Like I said, we started pretty early. I was actually up late last night too, past midnight doing live stream with you guys. So I think honestly, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wrap up this live stream very, very soon, and then I'm going to, like I said, obviously then I'm going to probably go get me some rest and stuff like that. But we'll be back here later on tonight, though, with the live stream. Chris says, well, I'll come back if it gets bad later. Yeah, but like I said, I'm probably going to go rest here for a little bit. Obviously, with that being said, the storms are going to continue on until, pretty much until, the evening hour. So, yes, we'll be back here later on. I'd say probably around 9, 10 o'clock. We'll be back here live with you guys to cover more of North Carolina, because if we take a look here at the future radar view, you can see areas of eastern North Carolina is going to be really affected, kind of around the afternoon or late evening, early morning hours there. You can kind of see here around 10 o'clock, 10, 11, 12-ish, and eventually moving through. So we'll be here to do some North Carolina coverage here tonight specifically. But like I said, until then, we have the severe storms that's basically going to be moving its way here to the east here, kicking through. But like I said, right now it's just the one severe thunderstorm warning, which is good. Obviously we don't have anything else going on as of yet. Knock on wood, hopefully nothing pops up here anytime soon. But anyways, we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how things, continues. Looks like a bit of strong winds here towards, here, kind of right here, just east of Peck here. So we'll have to keep on watching that little area there, But other than that, my friends, I think that is most of what we're talking about. So like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, like I said, once again, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Like I said, I don't ask for much on the channel, but if you guys would like to support it, like I said, consider hitting that subscribe button. Not just for you, but it helps everybody else out as well, and everything like that. Obviously, the more people subscribe, the more YouTube sees it, and obviously, essentially what happens is that YouTube recommends us more, and obviously it's good because it'll help us keep the word out there. It'll help us keep people safe, and like I said, if you guys want to be a part of that, like I said, consider hitting that subscribe button. If not, it's no big deal. But like I said, it'll be greatly appreciated, you guys. And like I said, we'll make sure to keep you guys up to date on all the events and stuff like that. Like I said, we're usually live here during all these severe weather events, no matter where they're at across the country. Across the United States, we cover the all of the land here regarding the main continental U.S. But anyways, that is kind of what we're seeing here. But once again, everybody, like I said, we still have that one severe thunderstorm warning. It's about to be expired here in about 5 minutes or so, towards East Point here, towards High Bluff, Carabel or Carabelli, towards Lanark Village, St. Teresa. Let's see, McLintry. Yeah, McLintry. Let's see, Sop Choppy here, Tully, Crawfordville, Live Oak Island, St. Mark's, Woodville, Fanlue, Wysa. That's a pretty what's I don't know. Cody here, Wanika. We have the radio is giving out on us. Y'all hear that? We just lost connection to the tower here in Tallahassee. Again, which is a little interesting. But anyways, y'all, like I said, this is about to be expired here in about 5 minutes. I'll tell you what, we're just probably going to head off here for right now. Like I said, if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you leave a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. And once again, big shout out goes to T-Bear for the $5 donation earlier. Thank you so much for that there, T-Bear. Greatly appreciated. You absolutely rock, my friend. Seriously, thank you for supporting us. And like I said, all of you guys for who subscribed, thank you all so much, y'all. Like I said, it's greatly appreciated, and we are now at 8,418 subscribers. We were literally almost at 8,420, which is pretty crazy. So once again, everybody, thank you so much for your kind support. You guys absolutely rock. And like I said, if you guys would like to support us, support the channel, like I said, by donating, like I said, you guys can take a look there at that, the link in the description. Also, with the dollar icon that's pinned there, or that's right there next to chat. If you'd like to send us a few dollars, like I said, to help out with radar expenses and everything like that, or radar programs, because there's probably about 5 programs we use here that unfortunately is not free. So if you guys would like to support it, it'd be greatly appreciated, my friends. But once again, everybody, y'all just take care out there. Please be safe. Like I said, I'm going to go get me some rest because I've been doing a lot of live streams here regarding, late last night. I went to bed at like 2 o'clock and then woke up early this morning, and I'm running on like little to no sleep right now, so I'm a little exhausted. But like I said, we're going to be live here later on. Like I said, between like 10 o'clock here, so we'll continue to give you guys some more coverage. That'll be more specifically for areas like eastern North Carolina, which we'll be watching out for, and all that fun stuff. But anyways, my friends, once again, thank you all so much for your kind support. You guys absolutely rock. And until next time, my friends, we will catch you guys here in the next one. She's gonna be heading off here, guys, in about 3 minutes or so. So obviously, if you have anything to say to your friends and family who might just be hanging in chat, do that now, my friends. But all right, y'all, thank you so much for joining us, and we will catch you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you later.
Miles an hour. At Dothan, light rain was falling. The temperature was 64 degrees. The wind was southwest at 12 miles an hour. At Albany, light rain was falling. The temperature was 67 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Valdosta, light rain was falling. The temperature was 70 degrees. The wind was south at 10 miles an hour. These are the 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time conditions. At the Tallahassee airport, a thunderstorm was reported. The temperature was 68 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Florida State University, the temperature was 66 degrees. The wind was south at 12 miles an hour. At Apalachicola, heavy rain and fog were reported. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was northwest at 7 miles an hour. At Panama City Northwest, it was cloudy. The temperature was 63 degrees. The wind was south at 5 miles an hour. At Dothan, light rain was falling. The temperature was 64 degrees. The wind was southwest at 12 miles an hour. At Albany, light rain was falling. The temperature was 67 degrees. The wind was south at 13 miles an hour. At Valdosta, light rain was falling. The temperature was 70 degrees. The wind was south at 10 miles an hour. The current time is 11:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tornado Watch number 30 remains in effect until noon Eastern Standard Time for the following counties in Florida: Franklin, Jefferson, Leon, Liberty, and Wakulla, and coastal waters from Ocklawahamie River to Apalachicola, and the following counties in Georgia, Grady, and Thomas. Remember, a tornado watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KIH-24 in Tallahassee, Florida, operating 24 hours a day on a frequency of 162.40 megahertz. This broadcast originates from your National Weather Service office in Tallahassee, Florida. The latest weather and forecast information can also be accessed by calling our automated forecast line at 850-942-8851. The tornado warning for eastern Leon County is canceled. The National Weather Service in Tallahassee has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Wakulla County in Big